we are joined by a truly inspiring woman whose life and content radiate faith, family, and resilience. Originally from the beautiful island of Jamaica, she now lives in the United Kingdom with her loving husband and kids. As a proud mother, she shares a journey with honesty and heart, including raising her daughter on the autism spectrum, which adds even more depth and strength to a message of hope that is a very key theme on her channel. Her channel is a sanctuary of encouragement where faith meets real life, and viewers are reminded daily to keep a positive mindset. That explains the title of this live stream, as you may have noticed. With a background in health and caregiving, she's been a source of comfort and support to many, and she's currently on a purposeful path towards becoming a nurse. Through her uplifting content, she creates a space where everyone feels seen, valued, and uplifted. And she's also one of the newest YouTube partners in the streets, having gotten a monetization this past week. And it was such a beautiful coincidence, just before she came to the Sunday service. We had not even planned this. We did not even know that it was going to happen, but that's one of the things we are celebrating. So please also take time to just say congratulations on her chat room if you are there, so that she can feel that warmth. And you can say congratulations by using the $sign. Make sure that you say hi to the watchmen before you get into the live stream. So please help me welcome the wonderful faith-filled creator behind this beautiful journey, Simone TV. Simone, I may not have done it justice, but over to you. Please introduce yourself to this beautiful community in the best way you know how. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Goga. Thank you. You have done well. You said it all. You've done better than I could do. Hello, everyone. I don't know if it was so strange because this is my first time using StreamYard. So I'm here I don't know if I'm showing or I don't know. I can't see what you guys are saying or anything, but you guys
Don't
know.
worry, you're perfect. But what I will do, I will be highlighting for you the charts on the screen as you are seeing now. Be okay says Simone encompasses comfort, relaxation, and as such a welcoming air on her channel. And then you have another comment I got there from Nadine, says her channel is something to smile about. So you can just be keeping tabs on what I'm sharing on the screen, so that you can so that you're not missing out.
Gotcha. Good. Well, thank you so much, Goga. Thank you so much, Nadine. Thank you, Be Okay. Thank you, everyone that is there in my chat. Oh, hi, Title Pro. Title Pro is a member, by the way. He got gifted
And Title Pro just gave you a super chat. So Simone TV, and became the first one on the crown. So how does it feel like getting things like this? This is a very new thing now on your channel, like super chat.
You know what? Guatemala was asking me the same thing yesterday, and Goga, it has not sank in yet. I'm a little bit nervous being here because I was so excited about being on the Sunday service. First of all, I'm like, me? Like, really? I don't know. It's a big deal for me. I'm always here every Sunday, and just you're not asking me any questions. Say, oh my god, you have to stop me. Like I will start talking.
Keep talking. As I told you, the Sunday service has no structure. It can go either way. But one thing I know, it has never gone south. So to the people who are wondering who is Simone TV, why is she here? So just a quick introduction to understand who is Simone TV, where is she based, in addition to just what we had at the biography.
Okay. All right. So, guys, as you've heard Goga said, that I am Simone, and I'm a newish content creator. But most of all, I am a mom. I am a wife. I am a woman of God, and I tend to think that I'm a good friend as well.
Like that, good
and
friend.
good and good source of support to the people around me. Like what Goga was saying, I am a positive person. I always encourage positive mindset. It doesn't matter the situation that you're in. I see the good first before I see the bad. Some people project more bad than good, but I try to see the the good behind the bad. And it's not to make me look good, but it's just to make, like, everybody equal and everybody happy and everybody feel comforted. So, as you've heard Goga said, I've got a special baby. She's 5, so I'm still calling her my baby because my
Oh,
boys are teenagers and they've grown out of my sight and they're just changing, and their voices are roaring and they're taller than me and bigger than me. So I'm holding on to my baby, and I live with my darling husband as well with my children, and he's so supportive. And like, it's too much information, but he encouraged me so much this morning. He was like to me that, well done, because all your hard work has paid off, and like, your
nice.
sleep is nice. I didn't know that he knew that I was just like, take my time screeching downstairs to come and support people on YouTube sometimes. So, it's like he's seen all that and he says, well done. And you've heard Goga said also, I am currently like off work for a period due to personal circumstances, and yeah, I'm aspiring to be a nurse, a midwife specifically. And
Nice.
I was born and raised in Jamaica. I left Jamaica just after I left high school, and I've been living in England since. And for the majority of time that I'm here, I've been living with my husband. So I was living with family before, and then, you know, we met, and the things that we're not to say publicly.
We will get there. We will get there. So you have the first compliments that are coming in. BOK says a supportive partner goes a long way. I love that for you. I love that for you. And then Nadine and family says lovely family, lovely family. Vijay is saying praise the Lord, sister. Just just like that as well. And Nadine is also like not shy to say that she got the first ads on your channel. On your channel. Let's talk about Jamaica because I, I I used to think the first time I spoke to you, I was just like I knew you are distinctly British. Like until now, I got now understanding. But then I was like, okay, we have mutual friends, Misha Bless, and so on. Then that's when I got to now appreciate that you're from the yard. Let's talk about growing up in Jamaica. What was that experience like? Talk to us about family, any siblings, parents, are they still around, and where are they based, just to understand what home felt like.
Yes, thank you, Goga, for that question. I am proud to say that I grew up in Jamaica. I loved it. I had a great childhood. My mom has 5 kids, mom and dad together. And I've got 3 brothers, and I've got only one biological sister. my
Oh wow.
sister, my sister is still in Jamaica with my mommy, and I've got nieces and nephews there as well. And my brothers travel out, and one of them does not live in Jamaica. He lives in another Caribbean country as well. But I am a very, very close, like, it's a close knit family. So I stay connected with my mom. Sit down, baby. I stay connected with my mom and my dad also, my siblings also. Going back to being a child in Jamaica, it was good. It was good. It's totally different. It's different from England. It's different from what my children will experience, but
Mm.
it was good. It wasn't good in the sense of like I got all that I need or we were rich or anything. I used to fetch water from like a stream with my brothers. Like, we fought. Like, we got one bike to share for all of us. And when they didn't want me to get a chance because they think that, like, you're a girl, because my sister is way younger.
Yeah.
So they're like, you're a girl, you don't need to be on a bike. I'm like, yeah, I need to have a go because my dad said that I
Yeah.
can have a go. And then, like, they plan up and put me on there and just let me crash. So those kind of things, like I don't know, it's priceless. We weren't the richest people. I did not
Mm,
like born with gold spoon in my mouth or anything. At one point, my mom used to. We lived so close to school, and my mom thought like it's too much money to be going buying food at a restaurant. So she used to cook and bring our food to school and give to us. So
yes.
and I don't regret it. I love it. I love it. And she disciplined us when we were naughty and stuff. And she wasn't afraid to use those weapons of warfare on us.
I like that weapons of warfare. Typical black family. Yes, how discipline is installed and stuff.
Yes, yes.
Curious question. Yeah, and Barry, welcome, and Trinidadian living in Finland, welcome, welcome, Trinidadian. Curious question. Uh, that must be Moyana, right? Yeah, so that must be your daughter. And Moyana, hi, I can hear you. Yeah. So, curious question. Where do you rank in the family? Are you like the firstborn? Are you the lastborn, or are you somewhere in between there? So that, but clearly you're neither the firstborn or the lastborn, because based on your drama with your brothers, I don't think so.
No, no, I'm first. I'm
Wait,
first.
what?
But they they took
You're,
bad advantage of me, but I'm first.
you're the firstborn, and those kids need to be like, hey.
They don't they don't respect me, Goga. They make fun of me all the time.
They don't know you're the deputy parent, because being a firstborn means you're the deputy parent. Those kids need to be.
They take advantage of me. But to be fair, we're only like a year apart and then 2 years apart, and then my
Uh,
sister. Well, it's kind of like my mom, because my second son is 3 years between my first and second, and then there is 7 years, 7 years between 7.5 years between my daughter and my second son. So it's sort of like following my mom's footsteps, like a bit.
I love that. I love that. Ifeanyi, welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Appreciate you, Ifeanyi. There was a very beautiful comment I wanted to highlight here. Ria Panwar, welcome, welcome, Ria. Thank you so much to everybody who is coming in. And once again, guys, we are multi-streaming. So in case you are watching the live stream from my side and you're wondering where is everybody is that Goga is talking to, I've sent them over to Simone's side of the live stream so that you can watch the live stream from Simone's side, and then she will bring you back here when we are done. BOK says money doesn't make a childhood good. Love does. Sounds like you had a lot of that. I like that. So I like what you said about discipline. Like your mother was not shy to use those weapons when it was necessary. And let's talk about discipline and how it was enforced, especially considering I think Jamaica and Kenya, we have a lot of similarities in terms of that, because we are both like we both grew up like in in black families and black households. So you go to the UK, and now your kids I'm assuming they are born and raised in the United Kingdom. Sitting where you are sitting right now, do you think you can approach discipline as a mother the same way your mommy used to approach discipline when you're growing up back in Jamaica? Because those are totally different cultures. It's a totally different settings. Your kids probably have a certain mindset that sometimes you look at them and you're like, you need to go back to Jamaica and learn some one or two things. What does this discipline look like for you today, being a mom of three, and comparing to how you guys were raised with your four other siblings, and what does that look like?
Well, Goga, you know what? I'm gonna give you an extended answer to this question, right?
By all means.
Because it's totally different, but there are pros and there are cons, right? I totally appreciate the way my mom raised me, and I'm so happy that she raised me that way. And I'm so glad that she puts me in order when I needed to be put into order. But there was also some elements of it that was really painful, and And it had me thinking, like, does she hate me? Like, what? Why are you hitting on me so hard? Or like, why are you slapping me like this? Or couldn't you just have said, like, honestly, if there's any Jamaican people around or listening to this live stream, they'll tell you your mom will want you to pick up something, and they wouldn't just say, like, someone go pick that up, like, pick it up. you know so those kind of things were, even though, as I said, I really do appreciate the way she raised me, and I would not have had it any better way. But I
Mm,
thought to myself, and in my heart, that even if I was in Jamaica and I had the chance to be able to discipline my kids with, force or something, I would have choose not to. I would have choose not to, because it is good. It is so good that she instilled those values in me. But I think
mm.
that there's another way. You don't have to resort to violence all the time.
I know, I
So,
know.
but I'm a strict mom, especially because actually my husband is the laid back one. So like I'm kind of the main guy around here, believe it or not.
Wow, you're the head of discipline in the house.
I am, yeah, I
I
am.
thought Nadine says you're so soft. Like clearly, Nadine thinks that probably you have this laid back way of being. You're the disciplinarian in that house.
I am. I
Guys, give me your
because
water. Give me your water.
because my husband is even more that he, I don't know, he let them get away with stuff, and I'm like, well, I wasn't raised this way, but I do not use force. I don't have to smack them really, but I'm very serious with them. And I don't know, I think it's because I'm a talker, so I
Yeah.
don't give up easily. So if I say to you, go do that, and you haven't done it in like 5 minutes, I'm gonna tell you again. And if you haven't done it in 10 minutes, I'll tell you 100 times if you want to. Like my husband will, like, go do it a second time, and you'll never hear it from him again. And, and that's just him. But I'm very strict. I am very intentional about raising my boys to be husbands.
Mm.
Like they are gonna be in somebody's house one day, and they're gonna have somebody to look after one day, and they're gonna have kids to raise as well. So I'm instilling value in them, and if they want it by force, then they can have it really. But we haven't resorted to that yet. But if they want it, I can give it.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. You have a blessing on your chat from Barry. I just wanted to acknowledge that real quick. I know this is
Welcome, Barry. Thank you. Oh God, I've been celebrating from last night. Thank you,
this
guys.
is This is good. Yes, guys, she's a newly monetized channel, so feel free to interact with the dollar sign. Jimmy Joe, nice to see you, brother. How is Ireland? Welcome, welcome, Jimmy Joe. Nice to see you. I see you there, Jimmy Joe. I see African Vu Villager. Thank you so much for popping in. Nice to see you. Boy Timolo is saying, oh wow, that's amazing. Raising boys to be proper husbands. Boiti, I don't think she said that directly. Boiti, you love receipts. She did not say it direct. She said it to be proper men and people in the society. Boiti is looking for receipts. Boiti, are you looking? Boiti, are you look? Boiti, I know you have a daughter, so Boiti, I know where you're going with this conversation. Mashiano, welcome, welcome. Blessings, blessings, Mashiano. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate that. And then you have a compliment as well from Boiti. Boiti is saying, "I love the T-shirt." Sis, I want you to
Oh,
adjust.
thank
I
you.
want you to adjust your laptop a bit so that it can bring the writing. Yes, there. Let's keep it there.
This
Yes.
is what? Faith in God is everything. Well, you're not gonna be able to see the everything. But yeah, I didn't dress up too much today to come here because I've had an eventful weekend really. And I literally
Oh
just finished
wow.
cooking and dishing up dinner and come and sit down here.
Guys, did you hear what she just said? Guys, I didn't dress up. Look at the way she looks, and then she said, Now imagine if this is what she says, she did not dress up. Now imagine if she dresses up. Simone, really? I mean, guys, I just, this is just me on a casual day. It's how she said it for me.
It is. It is. It's literally what I'm gonna stay in all evening until I'm ready for bed.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So thank you so much, guys. And guys, feel free to ask any questions you want to ask. The Sunday service is very interactive. In case there are any questions you want to drop to Simone, feel free to drop on the chat. I'll be able to highlight them for her so that she can answer them. Right. So let's talk about now moving from Jamaica to the UK. What informed that? What was that? What was like? Was it like an opportunity? Was it like how did you find yourself in England? Um, from home, how did you leave home? Was it like school? Was it like okay? Were you chased from Jamaica? If there are receipts, you don't mind receipts. Did you find a husband or a boyfriend? Whatever it is,
Goga. This is one of the things I anticipated about coming here. You dig into find receipts. I'm an open book, Goga. I don't mind saying it all because it's just the truth. But strange enough, like this is, well, receipts, if you will, but most of my family actually is migrated. So
oh,
there's a exceptional few that like my mom that says like there's nothing. I'm still figuring out how I can get her on a plane, but she's like, no way, no, you can't get me to go on a plane. And her dad was like that. Her dad is my granddad that I went to his funeral just a couple of months ago. So like my aunts are here, my grand aunts, my most of my family, and it's both sides as well. Like my family's heavily migrated from Jamaica. Like when we're having events, like you don't get to see like a lot of those who live in Jamaica. You're more happy to see like your cousins and your aunties and your rest of your family that lives in other countries, and we all meet back in Jamaica like we're on some kind of holiday destination and stuff. So since I was small, like my aunt always when she comes to Jamaica, she always say to my mom that she wants me to come to England, but my mom was saying like, no, 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 let her finish school first, so at least I know she have a proper education, because I'm not gonna come to England with you guys. So just like maybe as my grandmother had a word that she always always say, and I don't know if you're gonna understand it, but she always say, no, 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 let her pass the worst first. so so
what does
that
that mean?
means that you become like at least mature enough to be able to handle yourself before you go. And that's how I got a chance to come to England. And that's my mom's sister, my aunt. And yeah, my husband was her friend, and I'm not saying anything else after that.
You're not saying anything else. So you met your husband in England. Okay, I will not ask, I will not dig deep. You met your husband in England, right?
Yeah, my husband was in England first. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just checking. Guys, if you want to get more of the receipts, go to her channel. Make sure you're subscribed to her channel. That is content that is very exclusive. She's now a monetized channel. It will
Members
be member
only
friendly.
content.
So make sure you join her membership as well in case you want to get further receipts. Simone, this is how you I know you're a newly monetized channel. This is how you make people pay for content, because they want to get receipts. You now charge the receipts. It becomes now premium content. I'm just kidding. Let's talk about the culture shock, because Jamaica vis-a-vis the England. I've been privileged to be in England twice, and this was in my previous job, because I had to accompany my bosses for work there for I think a week or two. And I'd never been to England. Like it was fascinating to be in the Queen's, the things you watch in movies and stuff. And I got it was thought I even went up to the palace. It was so, I'm like, oh my god, I'm at the palace. I took pictures and things. But by that time, I was not like a content creator. One of the things I regret about my last trip in England was that I wasn't a YouTuber. I was just a young man who was like traveling the world. I don't know whether you know this. I'm sure you know this song by the Four Non Blondes. 25 years, and my life is still, I was just trying to experience life, so I wasn't a content creator, but it was a great experience. But what struck me was we were colonized by the British. So we do have a lot of British things that we picked up. When you see some of the buildings in my country, it's pure British buildings and things like that. Kenyans speak English. English is one of our official languages, of course, based on the British influence. We do have a lot of British people who live in Kenya as well, because of history, for historical reasons. But one of the things that struck me when I landed in England was, what is going on here? Like, what is happening? Um, First of all, it was things like I'm walking in the streets. It was very clear for me that I'm clearly the only black dude in the street. I meet any other black person, I want to say hi to them. They're not even friendly. Generally, people are not friendly because in Africa, and I'm sure Jamaica, we are raised in a way that we are very social people. So you smile. It is like the courtesies when you're walking into a place, you greet people. Nobody was smiling, and it looked awkward when you greeted people. That was shocking for me. And then, of course, there's the aspect of getting proper food, because probably because I was living in the city, right inside the city of London. But what are some of the things that struck you? You've left Jamaica. You've left your mommy home. You've landed in this land, England. What is it? What are those things that you struggled with, other than, of course, the bad weather?
The weather is top on the list. Like you can't ignore the weather. It was horrible. Oh gosh, I can't forget when I came here how cold. I say it when they picked me up and I came out the airport and I
Yeah.
was in the airport parking lot, but it was like a downstairs parking lot. And I
Yeah.
honestly, in my heart, I thought that I was in a fridge, like so I was walking through some freezer or something. And then I got in the car and I was like, why do they park the car in this freezer place? But I'm like, okay. And then I got out the car and it's still cold outside. And I'm like, what? This is like literally like a fridge.
Yeah.
And while we were going along, it was winter, so it was like a bit gloomy. It was dark, and don't get me started. I'm like, how are there so many churches? Like everywhere I go, there's a church. And then I come to realize there were houses and not church.
Oh, wait, yeah, I think I once went to a church that the apartments, and I thought it was a church. It was in is it Winchester or something? One of those places.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were all churches. They all looked like churches to me. I don't know when I got over that shock. And then the other thing is, I'm like, when I drove up to where I was gonna stay, I'm like, well, why is our house on somebody else's house? like,
Wait,
like, is it their house or our house? So how is this house thing going?
can you explain more about that? I'm not getting it.
Okay, so in England, you depending on where you live, like mostly you do not have detached houses or
Yeah.
very vast land that you're used to, like back home. Back home, you have your land, you have your house, you have your compound, you have your vegetable garden and all of that sort of stuff. Like here, they've got high-rising buildings where they call them flats, where it's house on top of house on top of house,
Yeah.
and then they have something called like a semi-detached house where your house is actually adjoining to your neighbors and your neighbors on the whole street. Like
Yeah.
everyone, like my house now, like before I moved from London to live in Kent, I live in a sort of semi-detached house. So one side of my house didn't have anybody on there, thankfully. So not the inside house, like the building. So I had my side of my building that I'm used to walking around my house in
Mhm.
Jamaica. So that was the second place I live, and I had my beautiful garden, even though my neighbor's house was like, built on the side of that house. This house, I've got houses on both sides, like both sides. Somebody lives, and that is just how it is. And in England, it's not like if like maybe if back home you think that, well, that's a poor community for everybody to have their house and each other like that. But in England, it's not like that. It's just how it's structured, it's just how buildings are. And you could have a lawyer, doctor, teacher, or anything. It's not like it's lower society or anything because it's a really good area. but it's just how the houses are. So it's like coming to terms with coming outside of your house and your neighbor's doorstep is right beside you. And you're like, okay, we're friendly and everything, but this is a bit close. But I've gotten used to it. And
Is it what BOK is trying to say? It basically makes your neighbors part of your family dynamic.
I thought so. I thought they were family. I thought they were family that I didn't know.
Wait, you actually thought they were family.
No, but Goga, I lived somewhere where we had our own house, not to talk of land, because we had farmland, wasteland, land to play, land to ride bikes, land for trees, you know, and then to come somewhere with houses on on top of each other, beside each other. I'm like, oh my gosh. That's different. But I guess it's because I'm from the country area in Jamaica. I don't know if it's like that in Kingston. I don't think so, but could be.
No, I think I totally get it because I think I can imagine because especially if you lived in the country where you are used to having the privilege of because it's family land, so there's like lots of space and everything. When you go to my village, my grandfather has this like big mansion somewhere there. My uncle has his like small units, and it's like one big piece of land. Like you can walk, and before you want to go to uncle's place and say hi to him, you probably need to get a bike to get to him to his place.
Yeah.
Yet it is still the family property. So I can imagine now when you land in the UK and you're like, oh. Let's talk about the food. How did you adjust when it comes to the food?
Oh my God, that one was a bad one. I ate pizza for months. I couldn't stomach it. Oh my God. I was always complaining. It tasted so bland. And even when I bought the food and cook it myself, I couldn't
Yeah.
get the seasoning. I couldn't get I just couldn't, it couldn't taste like Jamaican food. But there is a big twist to it because when I first came to England, I think I spent about 5 years before I actually went back the first time because shortly after I came, I got pregnant. So,
The receipts are coming out. The receipts are coming out, guys.
so it took me some time before I could go back. So when I actually went back, then the Jamaican food started tasting funny to me. And I didn't eat for a couple of days. And Jamaican food tastes so good. But it's
Yeah.
where I don't know. I've got really, really sensitive taste, so it took me some time to adjust back to Jamaican food. Then I start thinking like this is a bit salty, and they're like, "Oh my God, you went to England, you become fully British. You guys don't eat
Yeah, can you
food.
imagine?
Your food is bland," and they start labeling me now, and no one wants me to cook. And I was saying to them, like, you guys are goodbye. Where are you going to?
That's adorable. That's Simone's adorable princess, guys. Uh, Miss V, leave me alone. I'm not collecting receipts. Simone is the one who literally just started. She's the one who dropped those receipts about she shortly got pregnant. I did not say anything. I just say I was just here minding my business, and she just said it. So I'm saying those are now the receipts that they're coming out in bits. How about you, Simone? Sorry about it.
No, it's fine. So it was hard. It was really hard, but you get to understand, and then people start going to Jamaica and bringing back season for you, and then you start going to Brixton Market. Like if you live in the UK, Brixton is like a second Jamaica, so you can get all the Jamaican stuff. So I'll travel and travel and travel for hours and go to Brixton Market and pick up my Jamaican stuff and cook my food. And I've properly adjust now. I've not adjust like, a British person. I've adjust like a Jamaican person. I cook, like I've just cooked rice and peas and fried chicken. Like that's Jamaican Sunday dish. I haven't done a Sunday roast like the Brits do. I'm not against it though, but I must say, I've grown accustomed to British food, and I do enjoy a good Sunday roast. I do like fish and chips, and yeah, I'll eat beef and gravy, or I don't know. I just adapted, I think.
I like this comment by BOK because this is typical what happens even with our Kenyan relate. I think even there we are normally flagged at the airport because of importing spices and things from back home. Is this something that you found? Were you smuggling these things in case like somebody's coming from Jamaica? Please get me that. Please pack for me this. Like is this something that you also did?
Guys, let me tell you, when you finish here, go to my channel and check my video that says that we're back home. I'm the queen of smuggling from Jamaica. I took 3 suitcases of food. Like guys, I took yams and bananas and breadfruits and plantain, cocoa, dashins, everything. Guys, just go and check that video. And I did that video to say that I was back home, and then I'm thinking, no, something is left. And then at the end of the video, guys, I took KFC, I took patties, I took milk, biscuits. Oh, there it is, that with me and my daughter that we're back home. Guys, I brought so much thing, and every time I'm coming, every single time I'm coming to England, I carry like loads and loads of food. I don't know how they let me through the airport.
You
And
probably
then
have a nice, you have a very pleasant personality. You probably smile to the immigration
I
people.
smiled,
Hi,
I
darling.
smiled and waved my way through. Like, hi, how are you? They're like, oh, how was it? I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. It was a sad occasion, but it was amazing.
Oh my goodness. Guys, once again, make sure you can, if you're not connected to Simone, click on the link that is pinned on top of my chat. It will take you directly to her live stream and you can watch the stream is also happening there. So, Dr. Alice Africa, welcome. I know Dr. Alice is very excited to be here to see Simone at the Sunday service. Welcome, Dr. Alice. Dr. Alice is also saying that yes, it's a whole supermarket sometimes when people are traveling abroad because smuggling things from home. If Yanni says it is not smuggling, it is a cultural journey. It is a cultural journey. Let us talk about as part of just the cultural adjustment. What made it easy for you to just adjust to your new life? Because especially, I want you to especially talk about how the UK may not have been as social as back at home. The structures abroad are not like, they don't favor that social aspect. People keep to themselves a lot. Yet in Jamaica, or even as Africans, we are raised in such a way that you have to interact with the community. You have to be, in for lack of a better word, we are normally in people's business because it's just how we are raised, and it's because we have people around us and we are growing around people. The community is very close knit in a sense that, have you called so and so? Is like, can you walk down and go and check on the mother to so and so? So that aspect of the social aspect, how did you navigate it, especially coming from a place where people keep to themselves a lot? All right, guys, give it a few minutes.
No, I can hear you. It's just that the evening sun's just coming through my front door.
Yes, I noticed. I was like, wondering what is this lighting thing? What's going on?
I might need to turn myself around, but I think the other way is the same way.
All right.
Anyways, let me answer you. So you were asking me about like the culture shock with the with people not being so friendly, and
Yes.
give me a minute, let me go see if I sit on my opposite sofa, if it will be any better.
Okay, cool.
I can't even see anything.
All right. All right, guys. That's a quick commercial break so that we can have a quick chat as Simone adjusts her devices. I hope you guys are having an amazing time. Thank you so much for coming in. Herbs and Spice Kitchen, nice to see you. Assad Danger, welcome. Assad Danger, nice to see you. Juba Bruce, I see your hearts and your comments there. Miss V saying, hello, Classic. You don't have to scream your name. Classic, how are you doing? How is Mr. T? How is Mr. T? Not Mr. T, Mr. N doing? let me not start saying Mr. T. Classic's husband will start wondering who is Goga asking about. Professor Green Academy, welcome, welcome, Prof. Green. Nice to see you. Miss V, my kindred spirit, thank you so much for popping in. Simone is back. Let me see if I missed anything on the chat as she answers that question. Marciano is dropping the nice blue heart. Once again, guys, confirm that you're connected to Simone by clicking on the... Simone, you may have to... I don't know. The light is behind you, so it's going to make you like...
Yeah, let's make it look worse.
Yeah, you're overexposed. So you have to sit while facing the light source. That's
Okay.
usually...
I'll have to go back to where I was then.
Yes, you could go back and maybe that's just draw the curtains, or maybe you could get I don't know, you could ask your assistant to bring the ring light or something. I don't know.
It's not gonna make it's coming through the curtains because the door is glass at the front. It's actually that reflection from glass is so strong, but yeah, I'll go back to where I was. It was
cool.
too bad over there.
All right, guys. Sorry, lighting 101. I know. Be okay. I just can't help it. It's just lighting 101. Goga out here doing studio set. No. It's just lighting 101. I learned this from when I was trying to I think it was a photographer who was teaching me about lighting. And they said, when you're making content, always face the light. So always face the light. The light should never be behind you. Otherwise, it will mess up. So, because in the past, I just used to show up on live streams and my light is like all over the place. I was like, we can't see you. You're too bright. I was like, why? Yeah. So thank you so much. Goga, I love your heart. Thank you so much, Boiti. I appreciate you. Herbs and Spice Kitchen, I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is doing well. Herbs and Spice Kitchen and Be Okay, do you know each other? Herbs and Spice Kitchen and Be Okay, you guys need to be friends. Thank me later. You have something in common, some receipts there. Okay. Over to you, Simone. No, it's looking better now. Not so bad.
Oh, it looks really bad. But
it looks really good. I like how bright it is. Like it's you have a nice glow to your skin with this light. Stay there. Perfect angle. It's better even than the initial setup. I don't know what you did, but
I was sat somewhere else. So yeah. That one, Goga, is a serious one, and I think it's something that I was thinking about doing some form of content on as well, because like when you come from a culture that you're used to being friendly and you're used to saying good morning, you're used to saying hello, as you were saying before, you're used to checking on people, like I haven't seen you for a couple of days, let me come down to your house and see that you're okay, like to a place like the first thing, right? And anyone who comes to England can tell you this. You come out of that airport and the first person you meet is gonna give you the worst plastic smile you've ever gotten in your life. And then you're gonna be like, and it's just gone in a minute. And I genuinely thought that they were smiling with me.
It was business, darling.
And it took me months before I think it was one of my family members that said that you do know that they're not actually smiling for you to smile back. It's like saying hi, and it's like how you say hi and bye, but they don't want to open their mouths and say hi to you. And people used to do it to me. So I used to go to the store and people used to do it. And I was like, oh, hi. And the people were already gone. And even the little children did it. And the worst one is like walking past someone, especially an elderly person, and saying good morning, and they don't respond. And they look at you like, why are you talking to me? Like, why are you saying hi? And I had these neighbors. And they were both so elderly, and they're always like raking up their leaves and stuff like that. And I've always like wanted to ask them like, do you need any help or anything like that? And I've always passed and said hi, good morning, because they know true well that we live there, that we moved into the house there, and they were living there before us, so they know that legit we are their neighbors. They never responded, like not even once. And my husband always said to me, like, just leave them alone. You don't need, just leave the people them alone. You don't need to tell them morning. And everything. And I intentioned in my heart that I'm telling them morning every single day. And they actually answered once. But
Wow.
it was a big culture shock. When I just got here, I used to cry. I wanted to go back home. I didn't like it. I didn't like people not talking to people. I didn't like you not even being able to say like how you doing to your neighbor. Well, you can say it, but they're not particularly interested in talking to you. So I really did not like it, and I always tell my mom that, you know what, I'm gonna come back. I'm not staying here. I'm not gonna stay.
Oh,
Okay, she needs a
adorable.
hug, so right.
Love that.
Right, you going? Go, 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 go. Thank you.
Oh, we
You
got
want to
hugged.
know what I'm looking at on my computer?
I like that. The curious mind. There's some comments coming through based on this question, and Marciano says here we call the elderly by their first names. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
it's true. It's true.
I'm
And
not.
people take offense in anger to you calling them Miss, Ma'am, or Sir.
Johnny, this
Wow. And
apple.
then BOK says that's a hard thing. If you come from a friendly place, it's hard when you move to a place that is maybe not as friendly. Not as
Yeah.
friendly. And then I like that question. Um uh I digress a bit. Is your husband also from Jamaica?
Yeah, my
Okay.
Yeah.
husband is totally Jamaican. Like he's 150% Jamaican.
I love that. Adil, how was his experience like? Because I like how he was like coming through for you and telling you just stop bothering greeting them because you are coming from a place you are a friendly person. It's actually the nature of Simone to be greeting people and stuff. So it's actually a personality thing, and then you find this reception that is so cold. But for him, he was clearly used to it, and that's why he was saying, "Why are we bothering them? Like, if they don't want to say hi, why you like bothering them? What did he like share his experience on how he settled in? Like, because for him, he clearly got acclimatized and he just stopped bothering. So, and that's why probably was advising you to like not bother.
Well, Goga, he was well more seasoned than I was, and he was in the army, so he was there for a long time, and he had all those kind of army principles and all those kind of things, and he's been here long, long before me, so he would have already climatized. He would have already embedded himself into their sort of culture and the way they behave, and that army thing is no joke. Like it just make you into this numb person that
Yeah, I
can
know.
just survive anywhere. So yeah, I think he had more experience.
And then Absent Spice says, I used to call my neighbor Mr. Bill, and he asked me to call him Bill. And Absent Spice is also, I think, when she was seated here at the Sunday service last month, she actually shared the same insights because she also like moved from Jamaica to the United Kingdom. Mavella says, Simone, I know. Guys, Mavella was our Sunday service guest last week. Those of you are not aware. So amazing, amazing, amazing lady. And you can see how the topics are connected with the Sunday service guests this month. There's a lot of conversation about living with purpose and faith and things like that. That is the theme for the month, faith. Simone, I know how you feel. People are not too friendly. Meanwhile, Dr. Ali says, I want to travel to other countries as a tourist so that if I'm attacked by such cultures, I run back home for safety. I like that. I like that. Like I'm running. I'm running for. I'm not going to stay here. I'm out, guys. Thank you. Going back home.
Yeah, it's good to travel. I travel. I've been to a few places, and everywhere is not the same. When I go to Spain, I don't even want to come back to England.
Europe is so different, and they're just next door. It's amazing how they're so different in terms of their personality and stuff.
It's different, except for the Brits and the French. I think the rest of people are okay.
Ouch. Once again, guys, disclaimer to all my French and British supporters. It is just a conversation. It's based on the. Let me give the disclaimer. This conversation is based on the co-host's experience, and it has nothing to do with you personally. It has nothing to do with you personally. Boiti says, "I belong in England. I would blend in nicely. I would blend in nicely. I will blend in nicely. I will blend in
Are you
nicely."
saying
Mavela
stop
is
giving no messages, boy?
You have to give those disclaimers, guys. This conversation is based on the interviewee's experience, and it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Anyway, I'm just kidding, guys. If you have not connected to Simone TV, the link is pinned up on top of my chat. Make sure you are there so that you can drop her like a message and things like that. Let us now get into the conversations about you mentioned it earlier, because you have your kids who are growing up in the United Kingdom. Are there values that you grew up with back at home in Jamaica that in retrospect, from where you sit, when you look at them, you're like, I wish my kids could have been exposed to more of this? And because I know there are certain experiences that you wish they could have that they probably don't have there in the United Kingdom. What are these experiences? It could have been experiences. It could have been like some lessons, mainly. Have they come back to Jamaica? Like have they come back to the homeland, or is there a plan to bring them back just to be able to see what home feels like and things like that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've been back. They love it. My kids been back a couple of times. All of them, thankfully. I used to just say just my boys, but my daughter has had the experience as well now. And yeah, we do go back, and I mostly go back so that they can spend time with their grandparents, because that's very important to me. And secondly, as to answer the first question with what I'm saying now, for them to have some experiences that I had that they will not get a chance to experience here in the UK, like to let them know that it's okay to like go out and play with your cousins and your neighbors and go run in the
Oh,
fields and
yeah.
like my kids are so weird. As soon as they get to Jamaica, except for my first son, they'll just take their shoes off and just walk their feet and just
Nice.
embrace the earth and just do what the kids there do. Like as I was mentioned before, like going to the spring. I'm from the country, so going to the spring, going to play in the bushes with the other kids and just stuff like that. But for on a more kind of professional kind of, that's not the word, but you know what I mean, like on a more sort of thinking more, the word's not coming, but I would love for my kids to have the value of faith and of Christ. When we were in Jamaica, like we prayed in school. You had to pray before school start, and we
Mm.
sang hymns. And not just that, we were taught to be honest and to be kind. And we were taught songs like not to let envy or jealousy or malice or strife build up inside of you. These are the habits, they should never be in my heart. And I think maybe Jamaica is different now, but I'm speaking from what I remember growing up there. And your neighbor being able to say to your kids like, no, you're not, that's wrong, don't do that, I'll tell your mom. And they'll be like, and even what we were just saying, even respecting people, respecting your elders, um calling somebody miss or sir, or
Yeah.
those kind of things. Like I miss those that I don't have. But in England, there are more opportunities and resources for my children. I'm not going to take my kids back. to like grow them there. We can go back and live after they've finished their schooling and everything, because even though Jamaica has a very good education system, very good high value education, but it's very expensive to pay for education in Jamaica. And now that I've seen how things are and how like school children are, when you see the videos or you hear from your other relatives that are there, and I'm like what has changed, you know? So I wouldn't want that for them. I want them to remain humble, and I want them to remain in school and like be the best that they can be. I love my country. I love our culture, and I'm sort of in, and I might get criticized for it, Goga, but it's just the truth. I'm in this space or this mindset now where I want to raise my kids here. You know, like some people say, like, I wish I could go back home if I had the resources and everything. If I had enough money and my house and my car and everything, I'll go back. No, I really want to raise my kids here. I really want to raise them here so that they can, just stay rounded and stay grounded, like, not be too much influenced by, like, I want to have that handle on them, if you know what I mean, where I can, propel them into the right direction. And I believe, I'm not saying it's a fact, I'm saying that I believe that I can do that better here than I could do in Jamaica in this time. That's why I made mention of how it was in my time. In my time,
Mm,
it's different now. Like I could not have my kid telling me, "Oh, I have to have a school bag that's for 5,000 pounds," or it's just figures, guys. Don't I know it's not actual. Like how much pounds, or you have to wear a name brand shoes, or you have to wear clocks, or this is what's trending, or no, 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 no. And because I'm not gonna do that for them, I don't want them to be looked at as less than, or they're not,
yeah,
those kind. I don't know. There is a culture that has developed that I no.
I like. I think I like that, and there are a lot of mothers on the chat who are just like relating to what you're saying. Boiti says amazing. I love that. Martin family also says me too. And welcome, Martin family. I know you are driving. And Flora Koile, who is on your chat. Flora Koile, by the way, is my former boss, and I like how she was just watching on the bushes, and she's there. She's also a mother, and she says makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. Dr. Alice Africa, I think Simone effectively answered your question, because I think when she was speaking, she actually answered your question, because Dr. Alice was asking, how do you compare your kids studying abroad and those especially studying back at home? And I think you captured it when you're talking about the schooling. Uh, Herbs and Spice says, yes, remember the good old days, have to pray and sing before school starts, and better not to be late. Man,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So, what are you drinking, Goga? Professor Green, focus. Why are you asking for receipts? Listen to Simone. Professor Green, I'm having coffee. I'm having coffee. By the way, this is a mug of coffee. This is a mug of coffee. Okay, and then Herbs and Spice, for sure the school system has changed way more expensive now, more opportunities in the United Kingdom. I like that. Is very fascinating, Simone, because somebody would imagine it the other way around. Like somebody, I would have imagined that the UK maybe is more expensive as compared to the yard, but it's very illuminating just hearing what you're saying. um
Go there for 90% of schools. Sorry to cut into you. 90% of schools in the UK you do not pay. And it does not mean that you do not pay because the education is watered down. No, you only
no.
pay for private schools here, and your kids could go to exceptional elite schools. Like my kids attend a grammar school that you have to take an entry exam to go. It's not just any average kid that goes in there. You have to be performing above average to go in there. I don't pay for school fees for them because school here is free. And it's not that why I said I wanted to like them and school them here is because of the reason that I explained before. But up to university, even
Yeah.
university, they go free. Take your kids to the UK, guys.
Wow. Wow. Anyhow, I mean that's very illuminating, and it's very interesting just learning that perspective just from that angle. Let us dive into the. You talked about faith. Faith is like a very important thing. Marvella was seated where you were seated last Sunday, and we had a church service with Marvella, and she gave us like a lot of encouragement, especially around growing in grace. Faith is something that you're not very shy to express. We live in a society where, and I'm sure you see that, and you just alluded to it right now when you say when you are growing up in Jamaica, you used to have those hymns, you used to have the prayers in the morning, assembly or something like that. That may not necessarily be something that the kids are exposed to today, especially in that environment. Why is faith very important for you, and how does your faith influence your parenting and even your family life there as you live in the United Kingdom?
Very, very important, Goga. I can't stress that very. I cannot stress that very. I was born to a praying mom, and God bless her. God bless my mom. You know, I was born with my mom, like if she's not able to afford something, or by the way, that's my daughter calling my son. She's actually learned how to call his name. She's calling him all the time now. Yeah.
Right.
So, I was born seeing my mom a Christian, and you know, as I said before, I wasn't born rich, so sometimes we had challenges, or my mom didn't have things or enough money to go to grocery shopping and all of that. And she would pray, she would fast and pray, and somebody from somewhere would just bring something for her, and I saw that, and that was good. And my mom's was married, she's not married anymore, to my dad. My dad was not a Christian and everything, but we all knew that we had a different kind of level of kind of honor, kind of respect for my mom, even my dad. Is like at that time, because my mom had five of us, so she wasn't even working, she was just being a housewife, and it's almost like we looked up to her like some kind of dignitary person or something like
Yeah.
that. And it was solely because of her principles, her values, and her faith. It was solely because of how, of the woman of God that she was. And when I was little, I started praying too. Like if I was gonna get in trouble, I prayed that, oh God, please don't let don't let me get in trouble. Don't let her smack me. Like if I was gonna do my test in school, I was always praying, like, let us pass. Like me and my friend, and I was always praying for her and praying for me that we will pass. And then we passed, and then my faith started to grow. And then I started to say, like, I can ask God for anything. 'Cause it's almost now like I'm boasting. Like, so when like my grandmother wasn't feeling well, and I say, like, Grandma, I can pray for you. Like, let me pray for you. And she always say, okay, baby, go ahead, pray for me, pray for me. And I always held her feet, and I say, which one of them is hurting you? And I touched the one that's hurting, and I prayed. I don't know, I think she was just lying that it stopped, but she said that it stopped hurting. So that's how I grew up, and Goga, I've not let go of it. I must say, dropping in a bit of receipt into it, that when I started going to high school,
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot about that bit. There was 2 years of my life that I'm so ashamed of, but I love it. I'm glad I did it, but I'm so ashamed of it. It
No,
was
but
two
but but
particular
it's but
years.
But I like that because it's also part of also like growing. Even Abs and Spice is laughing because she also brought in the same receipts. What did you do in high school, Simone? You can tell us. It's
Goga,
okay.
just stop collecting all this.
You offered it. So what did you do in high school, Simone? Tell us.
Goga,
We
honestly,
listen and we don't judge.
the first thing that I did that was so out of context that my mom was so shocked. I went and did some piercings on top of my ears. I went with my friends and I went and did some piercings on my nose.
Wow. The full
and,
works.
and then I started going to, I went to raves, went to dance, like what do you call it? Clubs where people go and drink and dance. It's to sneak out and go to those and drank alcohol. Oh my God, Goga, the whole lot.
Did your praying mother catch you doing these things?
Goga, that time I went away and lived with my friends.
If your mother was to listen to this live stream, are you going to get into
Oh
trouble?
my
You know,
God,
mothers.
I wonder if she's listening. I think she knew in the end.
Just check it. Just check it. Just check.
Goga, I went and lived with my friends. Oh my God, had boyfriends.
Guys, drink your water. Drink your water. Stop judging. We listen and we don't judge.
Oh my gosh, Goga, it's because Goga, and if you're listening here, guys, and you've got teenage daughters, like talk to them, compliment them, let them know what they have. It's because my friends were saying to me, like, girl, if I had your body, girl, if I looked like you, then like, girl, you don't know, you can live big.
Look at your body. Look at look at your the people are affirming you here. These are also notorious. A girl has to live sometimes. These are the ones.
Listen, my friends, right? My friend said to me, like, girl, why aren't you wearing like makeup and putting hair and like, tying up your top so that your tummy can show and like wearing short shorts so that your legs can show and those because I grew up in a Christian home, and when I was in primary school and we were having like cultural things, and you go and it's like a concert, and they're selling sweet treats and all those things. I used to sometimes wear a dress. I used to dress up like I was going to Sunday church because I because I grew up in a Christian home, and then I meet these friends and girls, and they're telling me, "Girl, look at that smile, look at that skin, like go for it, go work that body." So those are 2 years that I was not proud of, but I enjoyed myself. It was good, Goga. Even though it was bad, there were bad friends. Guys, check your kids' friends. Check your kids' friends. Check those friends that come to your house and be like, "Oh, mommy, I love you. Can she come and spend the weekend? And we're just gonna comb our doll's hair." And no, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. We'll be going out, sneaking out, going through the window, doing those kind of things. But yeah, my mom was so upset. That was a bad thing about it, that my mom was so upset. But Goga, that has trained me to be such a faithful wife to my husband, like never having to look at anyone else, never having to flirt, never having to lust, never having to look back and think like, I want to go party. Like, what are those people doing? I want to taste what that tastes like. I want to go to that place to see what it feels like. I've been there and done it, and I don't want to do it again. And I just want to, do the clean stuff now.
I like that, and I thank you so much for that answer. I like what Abs and Spice is just a mess. Abs and Spice is saying, "I'm sure your mother was fasting and praying like no business."
She was having a heartache. Her heart was aching her. I guess she knew. I guess my mom, I'm thinking about it, right? Like my mom was like, I'm so glad. You know how I was saying, like, I have a handle on my boys. Like, I
Yeah.
guess my mom was sitting there thinking that, yes, I've got this girl in, and nothing's gonna spoil her. She's gonna be a Esther for the kingdom for a time such as this. Like
Such a time as this.
nothing. I think I think when my friends actually like say, "Girl, come on, you're teenagers." Like the government says that when you get to 16, anyway, your mom's not supposed to rule you or anything.
I mean, I know mothers never let go of their responsibility. You're still their baby even at 50 and stuff. So
Poor
Re-
mother.
yeah, Red Room, thank you so much for the blessing. Thanks so much for the blessing. And I like how you guys are laughing on the chat and you're having an amazing time just listening to Simone and give that story about her high school experience. I know Martin family says, thank you for this. This is amazing. Martin family is on the road, but she's like, do I stay at the Sunday service or do I concentrate on driving? Thank you,
Martin,
Justin.
please drive safe, my love.
And then I like that. TK says, I love the message, Simone. As someone raising a girl, and this is a father of a daughter. As
Mm,
someone raising a girl who is a teenager, I am learning a lot. Be blessed. This is very powerful coming from a
bless
father,
you.
you know.
Bless you. Yes, yes, yes. Don't
Yeah.
don't don't be too hard on your children, guys, but do keep an eye on your children because it's children that you not think that they'll do it. Like you're thinking they don't have the guts. I think my mom was thinking like, yeah, don't think she'll go through with it because she's not that sort. But because of the influence of my friends, like when you're going somewhere, your friends behind you pushing like, go, yes, go, go, go. Like when you're pulling your shorts down and you're like, no, roll it up, roll it up.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, once again, guys, if you're watching the stream, we are multi-streaming. So most of you may not have been have connected to Simone TV. The link is pinned on top of my chat. We are multi-streaming on both sides. So you can go and support Simone's live stream using the link that is pinned on top of my chat. Go give a thumbs up and watch the live stream from there. She will read you back when we are done. She will read you back when we are done. And also, she's newly monetized. So most of you may not be aware that she has a dollar sign. She has ads going on there. So make sure you interact with that dollar sign so that you can make her start having these new problems of being a monetized channel. She's still getting a hang of it, but all the so the super chat, she's still like, what is going on here? So give her that support. Give her that support.
Thank you so
And then
much.
the one Branga says, today Simone looks like a rock star, but no worries, Simone, you can draw Bible verses too. Simone, can you let me have you adjust your flap a bit so that, because I know the faith has to be visible. I like how the faith was visible there. All right. Okay. So if you have any question, once again, you can ask. There's a question that was asked earlier. This was by Sunship Soil. Sunship was asking whether do they have Caribbean Carnival parade in the Great Britain.
Yeah, they do. They do. There's one coming up very near to me. I think it's called Taste of the Caribbean. I used to go there a lot, but nowadays they're getting a little bit too vulgar. It used to just be like family friendly stuff, but they people come and sing songs and you parade and have cultural foods and stuff. But they do every summer, and they have them in every county. So yeah.
Thank you. And thank you so much, everybody who's connecting to Simone. I see Doriato there. I see TK. TK is saying, be blessed, Simone and Goga. Thank you so much, TK. I appreciate you, brother. And thanks so much, everybody who's connecting to Simone. She's an amazing person. She's an amazing person. You'll get to enjoy her content. And I think, yes, you guys need to be friends. I always say the Sunday service is a place to make sure in case there are people who need to know each other, be the one who bridges that connection so that they can get to know each other. And once again, thank you so much. If you have not given us a thumbs up, please give us a thumbs up on both sides of the stream. It's very important for us because the thumbs up is what keeps the live stream going. And so Simone, people are just congratulating you on your monetization and stuff.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Stuff and well done.
Thank you.
let us get into the channel because I met Simone TV. I don't even think it's been 2 months. Simone, I think I met you like recent. It was at Misha Bless is the one who introduced you to me. And
Yeah, the end of
I
May.
it was end of May. Yeah, because I know it's not been long. So it was end of May. And Simone, I think you had you got like some super chat from Hubs and Spice blogs. Congratulations on your
Thank
monetization.
you. Thank
Pick
you
up
so much.
Pick up yourself. Thank you so much, Hubs and Spice, and to all the
Thank
super
you,
chatters,
sis.
members on the live stream. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate the blessings. Allow me to put their water because let me just put like water for everybody so that they don't feel bad. Simone, you have to go create water for yourself. You go create your own water.
Yes.
Okay, this is for all the super chatters, guys. Thank you so much. May your pot brim in abundance. May your pot brim in abundance. Thank you so much for that. And everybody is congratulating
Yeah,
Simone on her
thank
monetization.
you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, guys.
Appreciate it. And then you're already being given pressure here. Simone, I hope there'll be a monetization party. Always aiming for free food when sneaking into backstage area. No pressure. No pressure. These are people. These are, the party people are ready. These are the people your mother is praying and fasting on your behalf for. The parties.
I don't think I'm gonna have a monetization party. Guys, the thing is, you guys haven't realized that I don't fully grasp how this thing works.
Relax. You've only been monetized for like what, 3 days? I told you by the end of the month you'll be a pro. Just enjoy the moment. For me, I like and this is what I was going to ask you earlier. And thank you so much, guys. Keep dropping the congratulation messages
Thank
because
you.
I met Simone too. It was I think about 2 months ago. And Simone was just a super supporter. I don't even think she was serious about her channel much because I think Simone, were you like at 600 subscribers or something?
I think about five something,
Yeah.
540.
Yeah, it was almost, thereabout. She was literally,
Yeah.
I think, about almost 600 subscribers thereabout. So she was just there chatting and supporting. And, Misha and I are kind of very close and friendly. We are always cracking jokes about each other on YouTube. So I think so even when she was interacting on the live stream by Misha Bless, Misha Bless and I are noisy. We are noisy. We are all over the place, crazy. But Simone, she was just there demure, very quiet. And then at some point, I kept on saying, Misha, can you stop spoiling Simone? Because I think Simone was wondering what is going on here. There was like a lot of drama going on that live stream.
Yes.
And then Misha kept on saying, no, leave Simone out of this. And me kept on saying, leave Simone out of it because Simone, she's still trying to find her way around YouTube. She cannot be introduced to crazy this early. She cannot know things about receipts. Stop spoiling her. So there was a tug of war between Misha and I over Simone on the chat, and then eventually, I think we connected to each other. I watched a couple of her videos, and then I connected to her. Then I realized she was asking me questions, but I was like, okay, let me go and check because usually when people are asking me so many questions, I have to check your channel. I'm like, why are you talking to the president and asking the president all these questions? So just to like assess and know how to answer. So Simone only had a single live stream. So this is here comes the receipt. And guys, she did not expect this.
Goga, you promised.
Here comes the receipt. So Simone had a single live stream on her channel. So I think she tried to do a live stream. It wasn't working. So I'm like, I kept on wondering, what do you mean that you've tried to do a live stream and it's not working? So I don't know, it took like a week or so for her to try a live stream. I don't even know how it worked eventually. And then she started doing live. I don't know how it worked eventually because we even had a call with her. I did a very quick call with her just to see what is the problem. I wasn't getting what was happening, why she could not do live streams. Then eventually she was able to do a live stream because we kept on advising her that if you do live streams, you're going to get more watch hours and you can grow, you can get 1,000 subscribers and things like that. 2 months later, you're seated at the Sunday service, Simone. Look at your channel. Look at you monetize and stuff like that. You are not that girl we were fighting over with Misha 2 months ago. You have definitely something has happened between May, the end of May, and today, which is the 13th of July. What inspired you to get onto a space such as YouTube? And what has been your experience? Like, what was the original idea? You know, when people join YouTube, they have like the first idea, which is I'm going to be cooking, I'm going to be talking to people about faith, I'm going to be vlogging. And then somewhere along in there, like you start discovering things, you start figuring, oh, wait, there's something called monetization. Oh my God, you're talking, there's something called watch hours. Oh my God, you mean like I have to get like 1,000 subscribers? So life normally changes. The life cycle of a YouTuber is normally very different from when they start and where they end up. So talk to us about what inspired you to get onto the space such as YouTube, and what has that journey been like for you?
Yes, Goga. Number one, I did not know all of these things. I, honest to God, when I was making this page, this channel, I didn't even know there was something called monetization. I didn't
Yeah.
know there was something called watch hours. I initially I did not want, my friends were saying to me that, you've got the personality for it, go for it. And particularly my friend Tea Time with Lady Les or Kasan TV, she called me one day and she's been asking me, for a
Wait,
long
wait,
time.
you have some coffees that have been bought for you courtesy of the world of Ruggers. As a
Oh, Regus, thank you so much. Oh my God. Guys, you guys, I couldn't go to bed when I finished my live stream last night. I was praying for all of you because I promised. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be up all night praying for you all now. Oh, I don't take it for granted, Father. Thank you so much. God bless you. And may your store basket never empty. And every single one that I'll just borrow Goga's phrase just for the Sunday service. May your pot brim in abundance, overflow, and you all are drinking from your sources. The sources can't even contain it. Even your saucers are overflowing. So
except
thank you.
except Red Room is drinking from something else. But anyway.
No, you leave him, please leave
He's
him.
here, he's here,
That's
he's already here with the he has started the
That's
crown.
my brother, and anyone who has his crown, give it over now. Like that's an order. Like give his crown. He's supposed to be number one on the crowns, guys. Give my bro his crown back right now. Anyone who has it.
Okay, carry on.
So yeah, so this lady and Goga, this is the Simone that you see. This is the Simone that is the original Simone. So I was talking to her and I was laughing, and she was dead serious. And I was laughing. I was like, sis, I can't do it. I'm laughing. And I'm saying, sis, imagine how they're going to laugh at me. And then I start bringing her up with these stories. I'm like, sis, I promise you, I'm gonna do that video. I'm gonna make it so interesting. It's gonna draw people into the channel. Well, just let me do my hair first. And I gave her this for about 4 months. And I do my own hair. At one point I was saying, sis, let me order the hair. And I'm waiting for it. And then I'm saying, sis, the baby didn't sleep all week. So I had no chance to do my hair. And, it went on and on and on. And one night, I think we were actually praying and the prayer finished. And she was just talking to me. And then she started showing me a friend that she had on YouTube. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to support. I'm going to go watch this person's video and subscribe to them and, do everything that this person wants to grow. Goga, the lady got so serious. She's like, take your phone out and record it. Say, I am Simone. Welcome to my channel. This, that. And, I was laughing and I did it. And Goga, don't show anyone that video, right? I was laughing and I did it. And she was like, send it to me. And I sent it to her. And she just got like, boom, 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 send it back to me. She said, post that. I'm like, okay, I posted it. And she's like, how's the video doing? And, put one more. And she keep telling me to do more and more. All this time that I was doing it, Goga, my intention for this channel was to come on here and pray for people. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to let people know that if they're having a bad day, that that it can go better. People that have mental health issues, that you can talk, like you can come here, I can pray for you. And I honestly did not know that this is the way that it was gonna go down. The banner that you see is my original banner that I started with, because that was when my friend Kassan was saying to me, along with Faith, you can talk about your daughter. And I was saying like, oh, that's a no-go zone. I'm not gonna talk about her. And she says that, well, you put what you want to put. Like, you're not a, what do you call those ones? You're not a reality thing that shows your whole house around and everything and every bite that you're eating. You're not here to do that. But along with the faith, show people you, let them see a bit of you, like how it is for you. You're not just coming here and telling somebody, like, be positive, stay positive. And they're thinking, well, you haven't got any problems. Why are you telling me to be positive? Like, you don't look like you've got anything wrong with you. So show them that you've got a daughter that has challenges, you've got teenage boys, you're living in a strange land, and
Mm.
your family's living somewhere else from you. So when she said that to me, and then that was November last year, and that was shortly after I opened the channel. My granddad sadly passed away. I'm his first granddaughter as well. And
My
I was
condolences.
very, very close to him. And I was planning to go and see him. And he actually passed before I got a chance to go. So that sort of, um, you know, caused me to sort of lose my interest in content creating and this whole channel and everything. And I didn't hesitate. I went straight to Jamaica, and people were advising me that, like Jamaica is what is trending on social media now. So if you want your channel to take off, like when you go to Jamaica, you will have to do content. And they were saying like travel vlogs, those are what are taking off. And if you get footage like at the airport, and also traveling with your daughter and those kind of things, that can pick your channel up. This was just random people, by the way. These were people on YouTube that I've never met, I've never seen, and this is what they were telling me. So sit down, please. And I the decision I took the decision that, you know what, I understand what everybody's saying, but having an autistic child and her traveling for the first time, I know that it can be difficult, and I've never traveled that far with her. And even traveling in the car, sometimes if it's a long journey, it challenges her. So as I said, I packed my phone away, pack all my gadgets away, didn't think about YouTube. All that was on my mind is make sure that my baby is safe, that she knows that I'm there with her. I'm never ever letting go of her hand. And, I'm just praying that going into that sort of environment with emotions so high, that she's
Mm.
gonna be okay. And also praying for my mom, because that's her dad and they were close, and all these emotions and everything. So it was a lot to process. And when I went to Jamaica after the funeral and everything, everybody was like started growing concerned for me, because I was like everybody's rock. I was there for my mom. I was holding up my mom. I was, like driving people around. I was their chauffeur. I was meeting up with my nephews that I hadn't met, and just everything. I was just very busy, and also looking after my daughter. So that channel was neglected. November, December, and January. I came back in February. And when I came back in February, I did a thing about I pieced the videos, the footage that I took, I pieced those together, and I started thinking about, you know what, I think I better just bring this channel, on the way again. And that's how I just gradually make a few videos, not more than one per week, and still doing my inspirational stuff and my faith stuff and things like that. And but as you were saying, that's when I met Nisha. I was just scrolling down one day. What's that? I was just scrolling down one day and I met her. You know what? Because I heard her talking and it was so funny. And I was like, hi. And she's like, who is that? What's that name? Simone. Simone, are you a content creator? And I just said yes. She was shouting, you know. And I was thinking, oh my God, why is this lady shouting in the streets like that? And she Goga, Goga. The day I met Nisha, she said that, Simone, I've got somebody for you to meet. His name is Goga. Simone, Goga is having this, and Goga is having a party. And I'm like, is this the same YouTube that I've been on for 3 months? Where have these people been? And she started telling me, Simone, there's someone in the chat called Nadine. Go hook up with Nadine. Go to her channel. And then I went to Nadine's channel and I sat there all day with her. And I sat there and I met her husband. And then I go back to Misha and I sat there all day. And then I forgot that there was Simone TV. And I just started enjoying you guys.
I like
I
that.
started enjoying the Sunday service. Oh my gosh.
I like that, and I know I like I like what you're saying, but I don't know, because I like how you say the channel had to take a break because of a whole mix of emotions, and I'm just going to take this moment just to observe like a minute silence in honor of your grandfather, because it was a very important part of your channel. So guys, I kindly request us to just observe a 1 minute silence for like in honor of Simone's granddad, and then we'll continue the live stream after that. Make sure you observe the silence also on the chat. Yeah, kindly. So I'll just put a video for that and then we'll resume shortly. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate I appreciate that respect in that moment. Yeah, because I felt we needed to do that because you are there for other people at a time where, and I like how people say, you said something there that people are asking, is she okay? Because she's there for everybody, but who is there for her? So we needed to just do that real quick. There's something you said there that was very profound, and I think the world of Ragas has captured it for me very nicely. He says it's easy to say stay positive, but when you meet people with a positive aura who have the ability to listen, that surely helps in many life situations. Thank you for doing that, Simone. That is thank you for doing that, Simone. But speaking of positive people, it's people like Misha Bless meeting you randomly. I literally thought you and Misha Bless knew each other from like outside YouTube or something. Because when she introduced you, I thought it was like, there's somebody like called Simone. Yeah, I'm so surprised that you just ran into her and her craziness on YouTube.
Yeah. And that's the reason why Goga, I'm telling you, from my heart to her heart, wherever she is right now, I will never ever lose respect for her. Ever. I'll never. She's got a heart for people, genuinely. And that was the very first time that I saw her. And she plays a very, very big role into this. Even me being here on YouTube and even having this monetization. Because Misha introduced, I didn't know that there was community. I didn't know anything about this. I literally did not at all know anything about no YouTube community, no monetization, nothing, none of this. And I'm so grateful for her to introduce me. And I must say, I am so grateful. I know that people are always saying that, oh, Simone, you're kind and you're very supportive and all of that. But I also must say that the majority, and it's the vast majority of the people in the community, are very welcoming. And it doesn't mean that because everybody does not go and sit for hours with somebody on their live stream, it doesn't mean that they're not supportive. There are a lot of people that supports in the background. Like you, Goga, like some things that you be in the bushes collecting receipts, supporting people. And there are a lot of silent supporters on here, and they'll never come out like this and somebody say to them like, oh, Simone, you're so supportive. But there are people out there that support as hard as I do. They just I'm a bubbly person, and I like to let you know that I'm there. Like I'm always waiting for somebody to comfort. Like my arms are always open to hug somebody. But like, there are other people on here that does support it. It's a good community, and just like any good thing, there's some thing or aspects about it that it's not really good, but it's life. It's the world is balanced with good and evil.
I like that. And Mavela says Misha Bless was the first person to introduce me to Goga. So you can see that connection that was made. And yeah, you have amazing blessings that you need to collect. First of all, Title Pro and Red's Room are fight. They're having a very fierce battle on your chat. The Game of Crowns is on. The Game of Crowns is on. So Red Room decided to buy the number one position, and then Title Pro decided to to take the number one from Red because he did not like number two. Then Red Room has now decided to do the crown thing again so that he can go back to number one. And then Priscilla came and took over. Priscilla, my sister, all the way in Kenya. So there's a whole nice fierce battle of crowns going on there. These are good problems, guys. And thank you so much for the support you're giving Misha there. Sorry, not Misha, but you're giving Simone there on the live stream, especially for a newly monetized channel. The goal is that she has to get her first salary at the end of when is today? Today is 13. Okay, she'll get it next month. Yeah, so because she's going to get her threshold, clearly. She's clearly going to get her threshold. So thanks so much, guys, for the love and the support you're giving Simone. Pat's Kitchen, welcome, Pat's Kitchen. Nice to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. And once again, to the people who are just joining in the Sunday service, today I am joined by Simone TV. She's based in the United Kingdom. And she's also we are multi-streaming, so you can click on the pinned link on top of my chat. It will take you directly to her live stream, which is also happening on her channel. It's a good and very quick way of supporting her so that you're also part of her beautiful community. Green Nation, welcome Green Nation, guys. Simone, I have to acknowledge my mentors the same way you're acknowledging your mentor Misha. Green Nation are the people really held my hand through the process back in the day when I was, this is over 3 years ago, and I was also growing my channel to become monetized. Green Nation are the people literally single-handedly ran my playlist. He kept on checking. Goga, how far are we? Until we got there, until I graduated. So I always have to acknowledge Green, my brother, anytime I see him on the stream, because it takes a village, and I think you are appreciating that as well. Just, in the few months you've been here, just to be able to understand. So thank you so much, Green. As always, it's always a pleasure to see you, brother. Karis Royal, nice to see you, Karis. Good Vibes K, welcome. Good Vibes K, we got some receipts earlier from Jimmy. Jimmy Joe was saying that you are making some dinner or something like that. So Good Vibes K, I need my food. I need my food because I hear that you made some food and it was supposed to be my share, but you did not give me my share. So, but anyway, I will ask those questions after the Sunday service. Simone TV, your chat just turned purple. You have a blessing from the world of Rogers who says, I think it's time to do that crown thing like a man now. Yo! Hey.
Thank you so much.
The chat just became purple because Ragas decided to join the
Crown war.
drama and the crown fight.
Ragas, thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Ragas. And thank you so much, Title Pro, for the blessing on my live stream as well. Thank you so much, Title Pro. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so so much for that. To all the super chatters who are making these chats very festive, thank you, thank you, thank you. And may your pot brim in abundance. Once again, I will give you your water. Thank you so much to all the blessings on the chat. Simone, I don't know where were we? Do you remember I got distracted?
We were talking about like the break that my channel took after my granddad and all that, about the community and meeting Misha. We were right at Misha. We left at Misha.
We at Misha. That's why I was even saying Misha. I got confused there for a bit. Christina Gisali, welcome. Hadjoys all the way from Manchester. Thank you so much for coming in, guys. And thanks so much for making the chat very festive. The world of Ragas is bragging how he's now the official crown boy. Redzum is now sulking, though he has a number there. Even Redzum has said a new king has emerged. Redzum, you know you don't mean that. I know you are feeling some type of way. It's okay, Reds. It's okay. You don't need to like massage his ego. We know you're feeling some type of way. East African Workout Girl, welcome. Thank you so much. Dean White, nice to see you, Dean White. Thanks so much for coming in. Dean White says, listen, Ninja a Jamaica na settle fina number 2. Simone, can you read this in patois? Because I think I did not read it nicely.
Ninja a Jamaica na settle for number 2.
Whatever Simone said. Whatever Simone said. Yeah. So I like what you're saying in terms of, you know, the original version of what you intended to do on your channel and what now your channel feels like. So Simone, if you look back after you coming from your granddad's funeral, and God rest his soul, did you still hold the same view that you could keep telling your story? You could still keep praying for people. You could still keep praying you could still use it as a platform to like listen and foster these conversations around, people having a positive mindset. What was and even after you met now the community, you discovered the community, was your message still the same, or did you realize that you needed to like make a few tweaks in terms of how you approached your content?
I would say it's the same, even though some people would argue that it's a bit different. But and don't do that, baby. I know in my heart that is still what I wanted to do. The reason why I haven't solely narrowed down to just praying and encouraging people is because it will target like a smaller group of people. And coming into the community, I realized that like it's very diverse, and it's not just like diverse culturally, but also diverse with what people wants to hear and see, and what people like. And because somebody can't sit down and listen to me explain a scripture for 45 minutes, it does not mean that I can't reach that person. But that person will sit on my live stream and just talk to me, and I can talk to them and implement those same Bible verses or spiritual beliefs to them, but just communicate it in a different way. So, I heard that I'm a fake Christian and all those kind of things. Vlogging was a part of like incorporating my daughter and the challenges that I face with her to encourage other people. So it wasn't moving away from, even as I sit here now, I have not moved away from what I initially started out to do. I just started out with a smaller group of people in mind, but realized that I've actually got the opportunity to reach a wider range of people, and I can do it in more creative ways than one. You
Mm.
know, so I'm not the Simone TV. Just come and say, "Hi guys, God bless you and keep you. May His face shine over you." I'm not just that Simone TV anymore. I'm the Simone TV that can sit here and say to you guys, "I know that there are gonna be changes on Tuesday, but you will be fine. Like, don't worry about it. Like, we can go listen to Goga, or we'll read it ourselves, or we can pray, or or just simply say we're gonna be okay, you know because
Love that.
I didn't know when I was starting. I didn't know about community, people, or what people want to know. So it's still the same me with the twist.
I love that. I love that. And I think Green Nation has summed it up very nicely. Gogaji, we all love to share the love and help each other to monetize and grow on this platform while we do different types of content. Much love, my brother. Much love to you, Green Nation G. Thank you so much
Bless
for that.
you, Mr. Green Nation.
Yeah. Yes, Green Nation is also like from the yard. So another amazing Jamaican gentleman there. But of course, he's based in Canada, Canada as well, with his family. Thank you so much, guys. Watch Queen, thank you so much for the blessing. Thank you so much, Watch
Thank
Queen,
you,
for the
Watch
blessing. So much,
Queen.
Watch Queen, for the blessing. And guys, if you have any question you want to ask Simone as well, you can ask. Flora, please go and rest. I know there's a blackout. I know she's going to replay tomorrow either way, because she always replays the live streams just to see which part she missed. Okay, let me say that I got anything. Red Room has some receipts, Simone, that you have to tell me about. I put a star on them. It has something to do with the raid last night. Is it? No, no, it's not. It's no. Yeah, Nadine, don't let me expose the hijacked flight from Simone's. This one I have to get the receipts. I will ask about
No,
this
that's
receipt.
not me. I landed you
Yeah,
guys in first class. That's not
no,
me.
Simone was. I know I fell asleep on her live stream, but I know I woke up. I want to hear more about these receipts. I know I want to hear more about these receipts. Um, can you imagine? Welcome, welcome. Can you imagine? Thank you so much for that. The World of Ruggers is asking you a question. Hey, really, Charles? Welcome, welcome, really, Charles. So they can catch up on the chats. They are flying like crazy, but I'm trying my best. Service Hot Kitchen, welcome.
Hi,
Sorry, service.
Samis.
Is it service mix up kitchen? No, no, sorry, service Hot Kitchen. I always have to remember. Is it mix
Just
up or?
behave yourself, Coco.
Like, no, it's not, guys. It's service Hot Kitchen. It's not mix up kitchen. I get confused because sometimes it's service, sometimes I don't know which one it is. Guys, you get the point. Stash Cash, welcome, welcome, Stash Cash. That's also another
Thank
amazing
you.
gentleman in the community. Thank you so much for that.
I
Dr.
think
Ali
Stash is gonna find out now that I'm monetized. I haven't seen him since I've been monetized.
Stash Cash has just discovered. Stash Cash, have you noticed there's something different about Simone's channel? You did interview Stash Cash before, right? Do you
I
remember
did,
before
yeah.
before Stash Cash came to the Sunday service? And Stash Cash, you're doing amazing. I was on your live stream last night, and I loved what was happening there on that panel. And it was that was very solid support, Stash. Um, Alice Africa says Goga and Simone plus the community changed my story, and I'm about to reintroduce myself. Oh my goodness.
Hey, that's
I love
good.
I love that. I'm about to
I love
reintroduce myself.
it.
Let me tell you, Simone, let me make you happy about what Dr. Alice sent me. Was it this morning? Dr. Alice applied for her PIN at the beginning of the month. She got her PIN 2 days ago.
Yay!
I kept on telling her, do you know it takes months for people to get their pins on this side of the world? You are just blessed from the
Wow.
beginning. You got your pin in 10 days or less. So
Yay!
she can now fully claim to be, you are now a proper YouTube partner. So Dr. Alice, I'm glad
Well
that you got
done,
your.
sis. God bless you. Continue to do great.
So back to the question by the World of Progress. Have you ever thought of doing preaching videos? Not preaching Bible verses, but live preaches. You have such a calm personality. It will surely help many people.
I do. Why am I echoing? What's going on?
There's no
Um,
concern.
I do. I do preach, not just in my church. I get invited to go to Jamaica and preach. I'm an evangelist. I go and I preach in my church. I'm a ladies president. I um I go to other platforms and preach as well. And I don't mind like doing the word, it's sharing the word, but I don't want to like, claim titles and say that I'm this and say that, because people are so judgmental, and there is a certain lifestyle that you have to live when you do these kind of things, even though I do live that kind of lifestyle. But Father, now that you've mentioned it, I might just be preaching one of these days. I wouldn't be preaching, as he said, wouldn't be preaching, but share the word from the passion that's inside of you, not trying to like cross the i's and dot the t's, and say all the words and use the proper grammar and all that stuff. Just just be honest, and encourage people from your heart. So I'll do one for you one day, Father.
I like that. I love how you speak. You speak very softly. Like it's always amazing. I like listening to you speak even when you're interviewing people. It's usually you have a very nice, calm demeanor about you. Like even anytime you're speaking to somebody.
Oh, thank
For me,
you.
that's what keeps me on. So I'm very I always say that I think when you've been on YouTube long enough, you kind of become a very great judge of character, because you know people, you see personalities, and you can you stayed in the bushes, so you know how people, how things go down. So I think I do like your personality, and it's not, even if somebody was to say, fake preacher or anything like that, I'm like, no, there is nothing fake about your personality. It's just you. It is
Thank
just this on you are concerned. I see you on chats, you're busy asking people. You actually genuinely want to know about how people are doing. Are you doing better? Did you get to do this? Like it's just you as a personality, and it's your nature. And Green Nation is asking you, Simone, what's the best advice you'll give a small creator who's at the verge of giving up because they are not getting views on their content after putting a lot of effort in their content? Yikes. That's a loaded question.
Wow, wow, that is an amazing question. That is an amazing question. The best advice I'll give before the views giving up, I'm just gonna honestly sit here and tell you, not more than about 3 weeks ago, I thought about, just packing YouTube in, because it was affecting my peace. Like, I was being trolled really badly on here. And I actually came to Goga's class,
Mm.
and I think it was a members only one. And he said, I don't remember what you said, Goga. I think you were asking that, is everybody okay? And someone else answered and said, I feel like giving up, and was encouraging the person, like, no, don't give up, like, no, keep going, keep pushing. I said to myself, girl, just be honest, because you know in your heart that you're thinking to give up now. And Goga just simply said, Simone, as I turn the lights on, please. Sorry. Goga just simply said, Simone, block out the noise and continue to push. Just that you said, it kept ringing in my ears, like, block out the noise and continue to push. And he wasn't even saying it in any kind of encouraging manner. He's like, I'll just block out the noise and continue. Like, I'm like, well, you were a bit harsh with that, but I'll take it. So guys, that's number one. Try. It is hard, but try to block out the noise. The
Mm.
things that does not physically affect you, do not let it seep into you. Whatever someone want to say, whatever they want to do, allow them to talk. And Boy Tumelo shared on my live stream last night that she saw something that somebody said. If someone is constantly being aggressive towards you and you're not even projecting that sort of energy onto them, stop and ask them, are you okay? Like, is it okay at home? Are you at peace within yourself? Is everything going on fine with you before you start attacking me? Think
Mm.
about those kind of things, guys. Don't entertain giving up. You've already come too far anyway. You've already turned the camera on. You've already, if you were me, say, "Oh, hi, I'm Simone TV.
Yeah.
Welcome to my channel." You've done that bit. You've crossed that bridge, and you might have put out a couple of videos. You've done all of that. So take heart in knowing that you've done that. But there are other things that you need to do. So put that in your head. Figure out what else do you need. What did Simone do? Like, what did Goga do? What did the people on the chat do? What did everybody else do? Think about what you need to do. Don't think about what's already gone. Don't think about the views that you already didn't get. Like, think about what can I do to get them. Like, I did a video yesterday and it didn't do so well. Like, what did I do wrong? What can I do today to make a better video? And guys, we have to learn to appreciate things. Like, you're there quarreling over 5 views or 10 views, but there are people who don't even get 1 view, you know? So
Mhm.
think about that. And also, if you got 5 yesterday and you get 6 today, it is increase. That is increase. You're advancing.
I love your mindset. I love it.
Yeah, you might not be the one that's gonna get that because somebody get 100 or 200. You think that maybe it's not your 100 area. Maybe you're gonna surpass 100 and go to thousands. But God needs to let you appreciate the 10 first. And when you get the 10, thank Him, so that if next week He decides that you know what you're gonna get 1,000, so you know how to handle that 1,000. So that's the part for the views, and the other part, don't even entertain the giving up bit of it. Don't. I think
I love,
that's enough.
I love that question that Green Nation asked, because I think that's a very great question to reflect on your why. Anytime you're on this platform such as YouTube, it's always important to actually reflect on this. And giving up is not an option. And for me, I think people sometimes decide to give up, not just because of the algorithm. Sometimes it's because of people and personalities. It's usually like somebody maybe came and I like what Chris the Flash is saying. Chris is saying that bullies, trolls and bullies are lame, and rightly so. Guys, you've grown I like what Simone said about today I have 5 views, tomorrow I have 6 views. That is an increase. Abundance. It's an increase. I got one extra person to watch my content. I am learning. That's why I always call you guys the giants, the Global Online Giants Alliance or Academy, because you're a giant in training. Any of us can potentially have 100,000 subscribers tomorrow, or even 1 million subscribers tomorrow. But what are you learning in the process of the training? Okay, let me go and learn. Let me go and tweak the thumbnail to this video. Let me go and change the title maybe a bit. Okay, I did not do proper editing on this one. Let me learn from it. It is a process of learning. So don't let that one person you don't even know. For me, I always say, Simone, and for me, I always tell people, chances are high you're not going to meet 98% of the people you see on YouTube. It's just the reality of this business. So I never let them ruin my day in any way, because I don't know them. I don't know their situation. I just know what they project when they're on the platform. So for me, and I know it is content. The moment it is on the platform, it is content. It may not be a reality that they are living. And for me, I think I've learned to appreciate that more, so that in case somebody is becoming aggressive or being some type of way, I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know your reality, but I'm going to extend grace to you. I'm going to extend grace to you, because the moment I leave this platform, I don't know what you have to put up with the moment you end the live. Yeah. So I think but those are very crystal points. I like the point about you're growing and you're increasing. Right. So let me see what you guys are saying on the chat. Very well said. I want to encourage everyone to keep improving their content and be a fair judge to your content, and rate them and be true to yourself. And that will help you be better at what you are doing. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. And then Chris says, and Chris will be coming to the Sunday service. I just need to get he's just a busy guy to track down. But we'll organize, because Chris also has a very powerful story that I think he'll share with us. It really takes patience and baby steps, 100%. The world of Ragas is saying, Simone, for the receipt's sake. I like how he's already giving like disclaimers for the receipt's sake. So Simone, brace yourself. How often does it happen that you want to smash something when something does not work, or when YouTube brings up funny announcements? That's a good one.
Oh, Father, honestly, I don't think I've ever done that. I think about doing it. I'm a crier. I'm the weeping willow. I'll just cry. I never like shown that. So I don't have it in me, honestly. I'm so sorry to be so boring, but
No, it's not boring. It's just that if it's not there, it's not there. It's not there. I like that. I like that. I like that.
I've never felt the urge to smash anything. You know, if it ever comes, I'll start thinking, then how am I gonna buy it back if it breaks?
Oh my goodness, that would be funny. Okay, Sanga Fifi, my sister. Oh my goodness, Sanga is on the live stream. That's my amazing sister all the way from Uganda. Thank you so much, Sanga. It is so nice to see you after a very long time. Welcome, welcome, Sanga, and thank you so much for making the time. Thank you so much for making the time to stop by, Sanga. It's really nice to see you. It's really nice to see you. Chris says it really takes patience and baby steps. I think I got that. Had you saying amen, Goga, amen, Goga, amen, Goga, amen, Goga. All right. Miss V says, that is true. During my early stages, the critiques were brutal and I was ready to give up. I was ready to give up.
Wow.
So Simone, other than just that, you wanting to just hang on the boots and, give up after posting all these videos and everything, what kept you going? Because the magic happened after you did not give up to yourself, and that's when you're like seeing, oh my god, what is happening? Like
No.
like what was that like? And imagine the previous week you're about to give up, the following week you are shocked at the traffic on your channel, you reach 2K, like what happened?
Yoga, you know what? I'm gonna quietly say this. You know, somebody said to me that I was at 2K. I didn't know. I pretended I know. Somebody said, "Oh, sis, congratulations on 2K." I'm like, "Oh yeah, thank you."
I was there.
Then I went and looked. Then I went and looked and saw. I think I did one of those streams that just went crazy, and I got
Yeah.
to 2K and didn't realize. But what did you say? What kept me hanging
Yes.
in there? It's believe it or not, I don't know, but I think people sort of sense that I sort of was, not putting much interest into the content, and I wasn't posting anything. I was still supporting and everything while I was in two minds. And I spoke on my channel last night about my rock, my sister-in-law, and she as well started saying to me that, like, sis, how can you give up now when you're so close to your breakthrough? Like, when you're doing so well, like, why are you even thinking this? Why are you letting, something or, situation or anything that's going on there affect you so much? Like, no, you've got a lovely thing going. And the fact also, Goga, that anywhere I go, people always say to me that you've got a lovely channel. And sometimes when I go into my comments and see people saying, wow, I needed this, or people saying, wow, I'll have to watch this again. This is sound advice. Or wow, I didn't look at it this way. And those kind of things were sort of in the back of my head. But like in my heart, I'm saying, can you really do this? Do you think you can cope? And a few people has said to me like, Simone, how are you? Like, is everything okay? And I'm starting to think like, are people sensing that I'm gonna give up? Like, I want to gracefully bow out and no one knows and just come back with my supporting channel. Because if I was going off, I'll just delete the whole channel and everything. And I didn't even think about Kassan should have a heart attack. But Goga, I must say, continue to do what you're doing. Because you see, when I did that first stream, and I didn't see you on the stream, but you saw me somewhere else, and you just casually said to me, Simone, the algorithm has noticed you. Have you got one ready again? I'm like, what is he talking about? And then you, the other day, you were saying, yes, Simone, keep going. You've got this for about 5 days or so. Just work it, like, you know. And well, I started doing it because, yeah, I don't know, Goga. I would always just do things that you say. It's your presidential influence on people. No, I mean, I've got respect for you, Goga, and when you give advice, I do take it. And I did that, and when I did that, Goga, amazingly, like JD, God bless you. You know, anywhere, anytime, JD, God will bless her forever and ever, and God will never stop blessing her. You know, when I'm doing those streams, I'm still wavering and thinking like, yeah, it's good, and you know, it's going good, but I'm still not sure yet. This woman start coming on there and play me at my own game. She start coming on there and say, look at God. God is good. Father, you are doing it for us. God, this is it is our season. We have to shine. I'm like, what? Why is this lady playing me at my own game? These are my lines. Like, give them back. And I was just like, Amen, Amen, Amen. And I kept going. And Goga, I am as shocked. Look who's here.
Misha,
Goga,
Misha came in and gave you a blessing, saying, big up everyone. I'm outside busy. This is the one who connected us, guys. Misha Bless is the one who made this happen. And if I did not know Misha Bless, and probably I would not have met Simone. So it was nice. I was on Misha Bless live stream that day when she was making noise and made this happen. So Misha Bless, we were talking about you earlier. We celebrate you, and keep doing what you are doing. Of course,
yes.
you have your unconventional ways, but you get the message home.
She's got a funny way of doing it.
Yeah.
Misha, we were just about to take all of those back because you gone outside and you should have been here collecting all your praises and your trophies.
Trust me, she's going to like know these things. She'll replay, say, Goga, that part where Simone was saying this, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm rewatching the Sunday service to hear my
I
flowers.
know.
She will go
I
to
know. I
she loves
love
receiving.
her. Misha, I love you and respect you so much. Misha is one of my members, so you know, I have to treat her well.
Look at look
Yes,
at look at look at where your language has changed. Like look at how now you're just like flexing, random vocabulary. There's something here that Ragas just said. When I hear your YouTube story and how it grew on your channel, those stories keep encourage me to keep going. So I like.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. You know, if it's just that one comment, it will keep me. It will keep me not just today, it will keep me everyone's important. But I want to know that I can encourage someone. My heart is for encouraging. My heart is for encouraging people. Guys, look at I did it. Guys, it wasn't easy. It was not easy. And I kept going. I don't even know how I even got there. It was nothing of my doing. But you know, I gave God, you know, the thing to work with, and He did work with it. You know, and I'm so happy. You keep going. Oh, Regas, you don't have to worry about anything. Just keep going. Keep going.
Keep
So
going.
Goga, let me just finish this off to say when I did those streams and everything, Goga, people who are listening, I don't know how many of you are there, if it's one, if it's 10, listen what I am saying to you now. I did not know that I would be sitting here today on Goga's show. I did not know that I was gonna be monetized. In the back of my head, I was saying, God, let me get at least to 3,000 before I hit November. Because if I hit into December, I'm going to have to start over. I don't want to start over. That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about, I don't want to start over. But I was putting those videos out. I was telling, I was saying earlier about the message that my husband sent me today. It touched my heart so much because I didn't know that he even saw that I will sneak out, guys, and come downstairs down here. I've got my tablet, my phone, my husband's phone, my husband's tablet, my children's phone, my television.
You've
Guys,
done those things.
hey, guys, guys, sometimes when you see me typing on your live stream, I'm on another one. Nadine usually say to me, Simone, if I see Anna K here, I know Simone is walking about.
Okay.
Nadine always say to me, Simone, don't worry. She's just gonna say, Simone, she's like, Simone, look how she's gonna pop up now. She knows I'm there, but I'm supporting others as well, you know? So we just put those work in. I didn't do that to say that, you know what, I'm gonna get monetized. Let me go follow this person. I'm gonna get no, 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 no. Just do it from your heart, guys. Anytime it takes. Don't think about, oh, it has to be 3 months. It has to be run your own race. Take your own time. I didn't know this was gonna be my time. But you know, if God see fit that this is my time, it is my time. You know? So that's it. Goga, don't get me all
No, no,
sentimental.
no. No, I love it. I love it because it's your story, and that's literally the Sunday service is there to like encourage these kind of stories. And because you mentioned JD, you know, JD like said something when you were doing these loop videos last year. Of course, now we are changing strategies and stuff. But there's something JD used to say during the loop season in the year 2024. She used to call it the Godspeed era. Like human beings, you plan your own speeds, but heaven has its own speeds. You are planning for November, but the heaven said, Simone, you're not getting into July. Like you're not getting beyond July. We are finishing this job. Godspeed is in the sense of I'm busy giving you pressure to like apply for AdSense. You are still saying, oh, but Google, what about the new policy? Da, 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 da. You get feedback from YouTube after a day. People wait for a week.
Goga? Oh
God,
my God.
people wait for a week to hear from AdSense. You got it in hours. You apply on Wednesday.
Hours. Oh, it was
Hours.
less than a day, Goga. Hours. I did it and just woke up and it's done. And then I did the second one, and the next day, it literally take 2 days for me to get monetized. 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days. And when I applied, they say 3 to 5 days, but it can take 3 weeks.
It can, yeah, they always say that because they have to like it got very busy for YouTube after last year. So nowadays they have a lot of pressure. In the past it never used to be pressure, but nowadays everybody's getting monetized every day, so they had to find ways of managing. But Godspeed for
Amen.
such a time, you busy quoted the book of Esther, for such a time as this. For such a
time as this.
time. We were busy planning the Sunday service. I think it's been like 3 weeks or something. It wasn't anywhere in our radar. Like we it was just going to be a normal Sunday service for people to hear your story. And for me, the Sunday service was to like at least help push your WH. That was my plan, just to
I know.
yeah, like okay, we need to push her WH a bit, so she needs to come to the Sunday service and we can do this collaboration. And you see, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. A few questions there. Reds, don't worry. I put us down your receipts, Reds. I'm going to read it. The Nadine, you better start bribing Reds Room because I'm going to like read those receipts. They are very hot.
Oh my God.
How do you stay? Like so this is content. You have also been growing and things like that. So how do you get to stay balanced by being authentic, but also trying to protect your peace and privacy? Because I've also noticed there are aspects of your life you want to safeguard. and for you, your channel is very specific. You are on a mission. So your family, yes, your daughter may occasionally pop in and stuff like that. But I notice you don't like making it so much about your family, because there's an aspect of privacy you want to like also maintain. So how do you like balance that authenticity and also just trying to like safeguard your privacy, because and rightly so?
I'm sorry, I heard a loud bang in the back. So yes, it was the door. Okay, thank you. My son was like, it was the door.
You,
He
need
knows
to
what
acknowledge you have 10 new memberships on your channel.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
Thank you.
You've been gifted 10 memberships by the World of Ruggers. Let me announce for you who these members are. Hadjois, you're a member on Simone's TV. Agatha Chow, you're a member. Big Boss Lady T, who is joining us for the last Sunday service, you're a member. Bambi Palermo, you're a member. Faith Marie Unscripted, you're a member. Princess Gomo, that is Boiti's daughter, you're a member. Johnny TV, you are a member. Spread Love, you are a member. Kappas, you are a member. Those are your 10 new members of the World of Ruggers.
Oh my goodness, guys, somebody give Regas a big hug for me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Father Regas. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, the World of Ruggers. To all the new members, I will give Simone this just to like just make sure that you feel nice about the membership. Your pot in abundance. So thank you so much, the World of Ruggers, for that. Simone, back. Yes.
Are you a village elder? Why are you wearing that thing on your head? Is it? Well, let me see. Oh, no, it's just a normal beret.
It's just a normal beret. I'm not like, but I'm an elder. I do acknowledge I'm an elder. I'm an elder. Not a village elder. Please, can you respect the president? You are in my palace. I am not a village elder. I'm an elder in the community. So I do take my
city elder. You're the city elder.
Thank you so much, Title Pro. Appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. What the World of Ruggers says, I don't need hugs. I just need prayers to get 18 WH until tomorrow.
Goga. No, not Goga. Regas, you don't worry about it. Look, I've got devices on devices on devices. I got you.
Guys, you can make it happen. We are trying to push it.
We are making it happen.
We are trying to push between 18 WH is very easy to get, guys.
Yeah.
So how many of you are like 30 people? You are 30 people on this live stream. So if each of you goes to the World of Ruggers and you get his playlist, he has a playlist there. Actually, each of you just needs to go and watch 1 hour of the playlist. Can you imagine? It's so practical and easy. Each of you, just like run him, make sure that Ruggers is your business tonight. Let your device run him and just go and sleep. You don't need to be there. Let him start running. You go and sleep and snow until morning, because you'll have given him more than 1 hour. If you sleep for 10 hours, you'll have given him 10 hours. If you sleep for 8 hours, you'll have given him 8 hours. So let your device like support the World of Ruggers so that we can give him those 18 hours that are remaining. All right.
You will have them by morning, Ruggers. I'm putting your playlist on right now.
All right. Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for saying it, because sometimes we have to say these things. All right. Well,
yes. So, am I continuing? Am I continuing to?
Yes, I was acknowledging your members so that we can go back to the authenticity question.
Sorry, I muted because there was a noise. Yes. So, what keep me going? I keep making mention over and over that I do have a support system, and this is not to be underestimated in this space on these YouTube streets. You have to have a physical support off the channel, off when you close these things and turn these lives off and everything. You have to have that one person there that can support you, that one person that you can talk to, and when you have that one person in your corner now, then you will think about, like, am I gonna continue with this thing? Yes, I'm gonna continue, of course. And then you think to yourself, I am in control. I have got the handle of this channel, and I am going to choose what I'm gonna put out, what I'm gonna balance it with, like, what I'm gonna expose to the world, how much of my family you are gonna see, and all that. And in order to do that is to keep, like, to your standards and your morals. So not because my daughter is challenged, a lot of people say to me that, girl, you can get good content. My daughter is not for show, for content. No, you know
Mm.
I can educate with her. I don't have no problem. I love her. You understand? But she's not there for views. So you'll never get that advantage of taking advantage of my daughter or any member of my family. My older son does not want to be on here. He doesn't mind if I'm vlogging or something and he's in there, as long as he doesn't have to come into the camera and speak. I respect that. You know, my husband always say, like, happy wife, happy life. So if you want me to talk, I'll come there and talk. And I'm like, you're gonna make it look like I'm holding something behind you to make you talk, you know. But he's just like, go with the flow. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. But it's not really his thing. So I just leave him alone. If I need him, then I'll call him. My second son, he wants to be involved. He wants to come in the videos. I actually did a video with me and him praying, and I got lots of compliments on that video about me, about him praying along with me. He wants to be on here, but me, as you said, Goga, there is a balance. I put out what I want to put out. I never intended to fully put my family and my whole life on YouTube, and I'll not, for their own sakes and for my sake as well, because believe it or not, people will see your family member one time, or people will see that one little a leg or a toe, and
Yeah.
come and talk. People have started talking already about my husband. No one knows my husband. He's never been on here. No one knows what he does or who he is, or Goga. Only Goga knows his name, but that's it. you know so, in order to keep that balance, stay true to yourself. If you have decided that this is what you're gonna post, don't allow views, popularity,
Mm.
trends, nothing to let you overstep that bound. You know, if your relative don't want to be on here, then that's all right. This is your channel. This is your Simone Stevie's life with Simone, Simone's vlogs, Simone lifestyle. Simone is the main character here, So that's it. You do you, and stay true to your values, and you'll be balanced. You'll be balanced. Take a break if you have to take a break. I was talking about that on my live stream on Wednesday. If you have to step away, step away. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
gonna lose views. Well, some people not gonna support me anymore. I'm on here draining myself, running myself to wreck because I don't want one day to pass and somebody don't see my name, and then I start becoming irrelevant. And I don't think like that. If you want to step away for a minute, but don't stay away. Come back. You know.
I love that. I love that. That's
Yeah.
powerful because I think most people always, before YouTube, you had a life. Just based on the story we were discussing earlier on in the live stream about London and how I say I wish I was a YouTuber back then. Before YouTube, you actually living very comfortably. It's just that it was not, your life was not content. So all of a sudden, taking a break looks like a burden. It's not a burden at all, because sometimes life gets in the way. Life is always happening. It is perfectly within your right to actually take that break, go reset, come back, because if you don't do that reset, you'll also be struggling here, and you'll be like, the channel, the content now will feel like a burden. So I think I totally resonate with what Simone is saying in that regard. Ragas also said something there. Simone, we all know your husband. We call him the invisible man. And then, amen, sister, keeping your standards and not pretending being someone else just for the channel's sake. I think it totally relates
You
to that.
nailed it, Ragas. You said it. That's it.
It's
That's
okay,
it.
guys. It's actually okay. I don't know why people always feel obligated that they need to like show certain aspects of their lives as content. It is perfectly okay if I don't want people to know my spouse, if I don't want people to know my family. It is rightly within my right because they are not content. They are not content at all. They're not content at all. But sometimes people feel like, oh, I need to show people this so that no, authenticity should not come at the expense of your privacy and your personal, your personal life in the space. Just because people say authentic is people seeing your family and things like that. No, there are many definitions to it. So Simone, well done. Well done, I think, in terms of you just trying to maintain that. Carrie's lifestyle, I see my executive assistant. For coming in.
Goga, can you please just allow me to greet my bestie? That's my bestie.
Yeah, she's been here. She's been saying hi, bestie. So okay, take your time.
Oh, Goga. I'm so sorry, my bestie. I can't see the chats.
Don't worry, she's at the Sunday service, Caris. So she's okay. Okay, say hi to Caris so that she can feel nice. Because she's your bestie, but she's my executive assistant. So we are kind of sharing. We have to give her the attention. You muted.
Oh, hi, my sweet, sweet, sweet bestie. Hi, thank you so much. And all you other besties, the besties in the line going down.
Become a politician, you realize, oh, I have to be politically correct. I can't be seen to be playing favorites. So you're all besties as well. That was funny, Simone. That was funny. Let's talk about daily habits. Because we talked about faith, we've talked about your content creation journey. So now you've talked about encouraging, especially other creators who are growing into the space. What are those small daily habits that help you live with more intention and joy? Those.
Go. Why do you want to pick out receipts on me?
No. It could be something like cooking. It could be something like dancing or singing in the shower. It could be something like taking my husband for a walk. I mean, it could be anything. You don't see, Simone, stop overthinking. I'm not looking for receipts.
I know you, Goga. These are the receipt questions. These are the receipts questions, Goga. But no, yeah. I'm an active person, a busy person. I enjoy, as you say, looking after my kids. Sit down, my baby. I enjoy looking after my kids, and I have to meet up with my sister-in-law almost every day or 3 times a week or something. We go for breakfast, or we just go into town, or when I finish doing all my other official things, or we usually do it in the morning. So that's something that I really enjoy, and that's something that, because as you can see, my daughter's right here. When I'm with her, I'm full on, like 100% in activation mode. Like, I have to make sure she's okay. I have to keep an eye on her. Did you see when you asked me that question how I just zoned out? Because I heard a loud noise in the back. And even though she's with her brothers and stuff, I just have to think about her. So those are times when I get to go like, guys, don't be telling nobody. When I sneak away after I drop her off in the morning, I go to the coffee shop with my sister-in-law. We just go there and have breakfast and everything and come back like, so a normal day, we didn't do anything. Nothing. Just drop the kids off and gonna go college, gonna come tidy up, we're gonna cook, go to work, do all the other normal stuff. We haven't done anything. Haven't stopped at the coffee shop.
Nice. The receipts people already like of all the I asked you a question, and then the receipts people just decided to like underline that part of taking your husband for a walk. Like, Ragas and Red's room, can you behave? Like, of all the things you could have remembered from you ask your own questions. That's the one they highlighted. It's like, husband for a walk. Like putting those things of writing down the receipts. you talk about your daughter, and you've been very clear you are raising an autistic an autistic child. What is that experience for you, especially as a mother? Because one of the things people may not know is that that may have that process may have also come at a cost and a sacrifice for you as a mother. Talk to us about the challenges of raising an autistic child, and other aspects and spheres of your life it could have affected, because being full on means sometimes you have to make some sacrifices as a parent.
Well, Goga, honestly, it's like you just hit the nail on the head because you've even made it so easy for me to answer you this question because, as I made mention before, I've got two teenage boys. Um, I had my boys. They did everything on time, passed their developmental milestones. They went to school. They were fine. The second one were a little bit troublesome when he's ready, when he's in primary school, but just the regular stuff. And 7 years after, 8 years really, 8 years after, when I had my daughter, this was our golden baby, by the way. This is the baby that we prayed for. This is the baby that we asked for. This is the baby that we cherish so much. The whole family went to the sky. Those. What my life is not like that movie kind of thing, but in that time, like that frame of being pregnant and getting it and going to those kind, it was like a movie kind of thing because we went together, we held hands, we found out together that it's a girl, and I started telling them to thank God in the place. They're like, Mom, no. And I'm like, yes, yes, you have to say it out loud. You have to say it in here now and shame the enemy that we're getting our girl. And we were going home in the car and excited. And, we bought clothes that very same day. And, it was just bursting with excitement. And then 3 months along, I started having complications. I was on bed rest until the rest of the time. Had a very long and traumatic pregnancy, had an emergency C-section, and all of that. And then my baby's growing up, passed her 2.5 development check, and then all of a sudden, my whole world turned upside down. But my daughter is like not performing, not moving in her milestones, and not talking, crying excessively, and all of that. And that was the period where I had already started getting my life back together after having these two children, and making sure, guys, I wish I could show you guys what's going on back there. I don't know, but Goga's gone.
No, yeah, what is that? Yeah, it's fine. I'm here. I'm just trying to adjust a few things.
Okay, so that's so after finding out now that something is wrong, because raising those two boys to a certain level where they become more independent, they can go to drop off after school clubs and stuff. And that was when I started getting my life back together. I started having my kids young, and that's when I started going to school. I started my nursing. I was living in London near my friend. Oh, bless her. She's graduated and she's a proper nurse now. And that's when reality hits me that this baby needs extra support. And then I'm like, okay, leave the school thing, and maybe we can take a year off and see if the baby will be okay after that. Took that year off. Baby still needed me even now more than ever. Take another year off. Baby needed me again. And 5 years down, baby still needs me, you know? So I'd given up that school. I've given up the university. I've given up. That wasn't the reason why I had to give my job up, but it played a role in it, if you understand. It was a major part of that as well, why I had to give up my job, and um, I have to switch everything around. become a whole new person for this extra person that needs this extra support. So it's not just easy. It's not just like life goes on. I've given up so much, but I prefer to give those up and try to like attain them at a different time and know that my daughter is okay and know that I am here for her. I love her so much, and I could not have imagined my life without her. But it is a huge sacrifice. And that's
Yeah.
why people have to be kind to people, and people can't make, silly comments about people and their lives and how they're living, because you don't know what got me here, you know? So I thank God. I thank God that she's here, but there were a lot of sacrifices
Mm.
involved, you know. So I
I
think
like.
I said too much,
No,
but
no, no, I think rightly so, because I think you gave it a very interesting context. And we have a comment on the stream. Every kid healthy, with or without special needs, as long as it has a loving family, it is the best protection to grow and keep growing in life. Blessings to your family, Simone. Blessings
thank
to
you,
your
sir.
family. Yes, I think that was a very nice way of just wrapping up that entire conversation. Anabu, nice to see you, Anabu. Anabu, welcome, welcome. That's my favorite makeup artist on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, Anabu. Watch Queen says, God bless you, Simone. God bless you, Simone. God bless you,
God
Simone.
bless you, Watch Queen.
Dr. Ali says this is so helping. Ragas, Red Room just started bragging again because he got the crown or something. So just watch out for that, because I know you are not paying attention to the crown like him. For him, that's what he notices. That's what he notices. Yeah. Um, yeah. For him, that's what he notices. One of the things that I like with that story, you can never take a break from being a parent. You know, when it comes down to it, like you literally had to stop going to your, to you had, you had to like give up at least an aspect of career there, an aspect of studying, because that is school. And I like how you gave a shout out to one of your friends who is now graduated. You'd have been graduating together, but
Yeah.
you had to make a sacrifice because you don't have a choice. It's your daughter, it's your baby, and it's important for you to be there for her at this critical stage when she's still growing up. And for me, I find that very powerful, and it's very compelling in terms of even prioritization, just in terms of the things we prioritize in life. When it goes down to the thick of things, family is most important, regardless of anything. And there's sacrifices that people make, just to ensure that at least that
Take it.
front.
Yeah, baby.
uh, so one thing I would ask you in terms of this, just to like finish this part of, and this can be a way just to encourage other people. You say that this was the daughter we prayed for. This was the girl, like, this was the answered prayer. How do you handle those seasons of waiting or unanswered prayers? Because that cannot be easy. Sometimes you're praying for this moment, sometimes you're praying for this, sometimes you're hoping for this deal to go through, sometimes you're like, it's not coming, sometimes you're like giving God pressure. God, I kind of need this now. You're wasting time. So you handle those seasons of waiting or unanswered prayers?
Goga, that is one of the hardest thing to do. Whether you're optimistic, whether you're positive, or you're holy, 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 like the angels, it's hard. It's hard. It's a season that's hard. And I've been through that season a couple of times. And I must say I learn each time. You can't hold on to them, my love. No, 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 no. Nope, nope, nope. So I must say, Goga, that as you pass one of those seasons, it makes it easier for you to go through another season. I'm not gonna use with my baby because people look at it like you can't explain the waiting with your daughter because you'd already had two children. But let me tell you something. Like, when you've come to another country, I think a lot of people will be able to relate. And if you're not a citizen of the country, there are processes that you have to go through to become a citizen because you weren't born there. I was born and raised in Jamaica. I had to go through processes to become a citizen here in England. And those are some of the time when you do everything that you're supposed to do and you put everything in, and there comes a season where you have to sit and wait, and they'll give you a time scale and they say, we'll get back to you within 6 months. And you say, all right, for the first month, I'm just praying no more and I'm being optimistic. And 2 months pass and anxiety start kicking in. 3 months and then doubt start kicking in. And then 4 months down the line and it hasn't come yet. What do you do? Like, how am I gonna handle this? Like, it's almost time. What does it mean? I'm not gonna get this thing? What's going on? And then you start praying and you start saying, God, if you give me this thing, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna do that. You start making some promises. You start checking yourself. Am I a good person? Doing good. But what we need to do, sit down, baby. But what we need to do, guys, is to just relax. When you wait, relax. If you wait anxious, I think there is a part there in the Bible that says, be anxious for nothing. Doesn't matter how important the deal is, doesn't matter how important the pay rise, the exam, the child, whatever it is that you're waiting on, do not wait anxiously. The Bible says it, be anxious for nothing. Wait with a calm kind of attitude, with a calm kind of energy. Allow things to process themselves. Sometimes we don't even allow things. You know how anxious I was applying for this PIN thing? I was afraid to open my email, and the email was literally running across my screen. I'm like, what? Is that it? And then I just open it and I'm like, oh, so is it? I asked somebody if that's what it is. If that means I've gotten it. But guys, the key thing is wait with grace. Wait gracefully. Whatever it is that you're waiting on in this season, guys, wait quietly. Wait patiently. Don't be anxious. Don't be too aggressive. Don't let worry kick in. Just wait with the calm. That is it. I can't hear you.
I'm saying I like how you are busy giving receipts, and you literally told me not to trigger those receipts, and you're just dropping them on your own. So you got a very beautiful comment here by Anabu. Continue to be an amazing mom. Enjoy every moment that you can, and also remember to make some time for yourself, because that's very important. You can't be the hero all the time. I like that because that's a very strong statement. And this channel prides itself in terms of mental health. And how do you take care of yourself as Simone? When the husband is happy, Mr. J is happy, when the kids are happy, how does Simone take care of herself? I think that can be a great question from Anabu, just to wrap up that.
Thank you so much, Anna. That's a lovely comment. Oops, stop. She's excited. No. I'm so sorry.
No worries. This is definitely okay at the Sunday service. That is life happening.
Yep. That's life, guys. That's Simone. That's what I have to deal with. So be nice to me when you see me. No. I'm gonna pause it then. You have.
No worries, guys. So, guys, once again, if you're not connected to Simone, please make sure you've connected to Simone. The link is pinned up on top of my chat. We are getting towards the tail end of the Sunday service, so it's important for us to make sure you confirm that you've supported her. Hilary, welcome, Hilary Latu. I love the name. I don't want to butcher it, but Hilary, welcome. Yes, Simone, wait gracefully is the key word. That is from Hillary. Simone, let me know when you're ready. We can.
I'm ready. I'm
All
ready.
right.
I was telling her that I'm gonna mute her tablet. She got really excited for something that she was watching.
Okay.
Now she's saying, "Calm down, calm down."
All right.
So yes. So what was I saying again?
Now we were talking. So I was asking you a question
Oh,
in
how
terms.
do I take care of myself?
Yeah, you
You
are
know
thanking
what?
Anna Boo for us for saying that. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Anna. That's very nice and very kind. That's a kind of something that I would say to someone else. So thank you for saying it to me. Um, so Goga, to be honest with you, it is the people around me that has to make sure that I sometimes become too selfless, and I want to understand how to not be so selfless. Um, like 2 weeks ago, my cousin just got up and just booked a spot and just said that, girl, I don't want to hear anything. You're coming to that spa and you're spending a whole day. And I'm like, no, I've got an interview the evening and I can't disappoint this lady because, it's very, she says, I don't know you're going to do it, but you come into that spa. And if I can go back just a tiny bit to when I was in Jamaica as well. And that's how I got a couple of videos on my channel about Jamaica because my friend just came and said, "Listen, pack your stuff. Mommy's keeping the baby, and you're going to Ochi. You're going there for 2 days. You've been doing too much, and you're not looking after yourself. And we're taking you, and you're going." And I'm starting to think, and like, don't think about money, don't think about nothing. You're coming, and that's the end of the story. Like you're going, they took me, and that's how I relaxed. And I had to, like, try and hold myself in not to ask for the baby because they were gonna tell me off if I was asking, because they were checking up on the baby. And my mom is great, by the way, and she's just like, go. And that's how they do it. My husband as well, God bless him, you know what he does? Sometimes when it's his day off, he let me know that he's gonna cook, he's gonna look after the kids. He asked me
Oh.
and he just wants me to stay upstairs and I'm not even allowed to come downstairs. And I'm supposed to take that time and sleep, but I'm always on YouTube. So he does that ever so often on his day off. God bless him. He will just go, and yesterday he made some lovely steamed fish for me. It was off, and it's just kind. It's things like those. But me, on a whole, I haven't taken myself out for a long time, or taking myself away from the situation for a long time by myself. But the people around me have got an eye on me. I go out for regular meals and drinks with my sister-in-law. Not alcoholic drinks, guys, please. No receipts.
You're not judging.
So we go out, and yeah, we'll have little cocktails and stuff, but that's how the people around me are making sure that I'm okay. I'm trying myself as well to try and pull myself away sometimes from all the chaos.
Okay, makes sense. Hillary Touch is laughing. Hillary clearly knows why. Why is Hillary laughing? Hillary has some receipts. Hillary has some receipts for us.
Hillary, my sweetheart, don't.
Hillary has some receipts. And there's somebody who came on the live stream, and I think this is the one person I think you are the only person I think who calls her with her real name.
Hey, Manchi.
Saniki, welcome, Saniki Designs. And once again, guys, if you have not subscribed to Simone, the link is on top of my chat. If you are watching me from the live stream, please, if you're watching on my live stream, Simone's live stream is pinned on top of my chat. We are multi-streaming on both platforms, so you can actually go and support the live stream on her channel. I actually encourage you to do it there so that you can give her that support, and you are going to be monetized. You can interact with the dollar sign. And speaking of monetized, Watch Queen just gave you a super chat there saying, God bless you, Simone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Watch Queen. God bless you. Thank you, everyone.
Hilary is saying, I'm laughing at the no alcohol drink. So Hilary, yeah, that's what Hilary is laughing at. Thank you
I
so
just want to make clear that I haven't gone out with Reds for drink because he only drinks whiskey.
we did not even ask why you like why you volunteering the receipts on your like we did not even trigger. We did not even ask you whether you and Red Room were hanging out somewhere we did not even ask, but you just volunteered the receipts. And Red Room was telling Nino and Lo that his bar is never closed, the bar is always open. Elsie says congratulations again, Simone. Congratulations again, Simone. Red Room is like telling you shh, shh, shh. You're like, Simone, why are you giving receipts? That would be like saying shh. I've never seen Reds actually tell somebody to shh. So these are hot receipts. Getting to the final questions, because I've kept you here for 3 hours and I'm mindful of the fact that you're a mother, you're a wife, and it's a Sunday. You need to like hang out with the family. The last questions are really going to be growth oriented, and the topic, just to like sum up the topic, they're just getting in terms of like motivation and mindset, because you're one person like you really advocate for having a very positive mindset. Do you have any go-to scriptures or affirmations that always guide you, that anytime you're feeling very low, or anytime you feel that you don't want to show up and you look at that scripture or affirmation, it makes you just reset and you get back to business?
Goga, the psalm that I go to every single time is, I think, is one of the most known psalms in the entire world, and it's because it compiles every single thing, and that's Psalm 23. Anything at all that you're going through, there is nothing. If you name something right now, I tell you which verse it relates to. So that Psalm 23, I keep it close to my heart. It covers everything. You need nothing else. You just say that. And there are a lot of scriptures that I love very much that carries me through, but that particular one I hold dear to my heart. And the reason why I hold it dear to my heart is because I can apply it to every situation. I can be applying it to my YouTube struggles, to whatever is going on at home, to my daughter, to schoolwork, to my car playing up, or anything. I just pull one of those verses out, place it on it, and I'm gone again. So that's Psalm 23.
Psalm 23, powerful scripture. What is that one thing that always lifts your mood, no matter what it is, no matter how you're feeling? What is that one thing? It can even be a person that always lifts your mood and your spirits up.
You know what that one thing is, Goga? It's a smile. It's you just. I'll give you this one is receipt for everybody. This one is receipt for everybody. So when I'm mad with my husband, right, when he upsets me and I'm not talking, I'm
Say it
serious.
louder.
You can just screen record it. I'm not talking, right? I'm not saying anything because I'm just so upset, right? Just leave me. Let me be upset. And he stands there and he just smiles, and I have to break character. Just smile. And you know what, Goga? One of my friends in Jamaica, bless her, Kamisha, she's in Canada now. Even when we were going to school, like, when girls argue and we're not talking anymore, she will just come up to me and smile. If she ever comes up to me and smile, that's it. She's got me. I love when people smile. A smile speaks to me. And people can fake smile. People can just smile to hide things. People can smile to mask. People can smile because they're happy. People can say, I love you with a smile. you know. I can interpret smiles. So that's the one thing. If you see me and you want to make my day, just be like,
Love that. Smile, smile, smile. And guys, speaking of smile, Red Room has I think Red Room is closing the door for anybody who has not sent him the smile and wave video. You're kind of going to be famous, so you need to send Red Room 2 to 3 seconds of you smiling and waving. Now that Simone has said it, you better make it happen. Smile and wave, smile and wave, smile and wave. Another icebreaker question before we go to the final one. Describe your life right now in 3 words. Just from where, don't even overthink it. It can be receipt, okra, laughter. 3 words right now without thinking. Describe your life right now.
content, not content, contentment.
I like how you have to clarify. YouTubers and words.
Did I tell you when I went to church to greet them and almost say, so guys?
Yeah. Content.
So contentment,
Mm.
joy for this monetization, joy for everything, and peace. I am at peace. There's a peace inside of me, and I am content with where I am. I don't have much as other people do, but I'm content. I love what I have. And, if there's more to come, I'll happily embrace it. But, and I'm just feeling joyful that I'm at Sunday service.
And the Sunday service was really honored to have you here as well. I'm not chasing you in any way, but what is next for your channel, your faith journey? From where you sit, we may not be able to predict the future, because I think one thing you may have realized on YouTube, you can never really predict what's going to happen tomorrow. It's not guaranteed. So in terms of being in a space of being content, being joyful, and also just experiencing some peace in the process, looking at your crystal ball, are you going to change anything on the channel? What is like your heart telling you? Because you always hear that inner voice telling you that bring more of this. I like the interview series. That's something that can grow into something really big. I love the interview series with the YouTubers that you're meeting, that you do on Saturdays. I think that is amazing. I think that's amazing. See whether you can capitalize more on it, because it has its own it's becoming its own show. If you have noticed, it's becoming its own show. So I don't know that there's anything else you're planning for us, but for me, I think from where I sit, I think you should keep that show going. Don't give up on it. And get creative as much as you can with that show. If you realize that maybe you need to shift it or something like that, days or something, but I think it works very well. It's always like a nice, it's very late. I'm always like asleep. Let me tell you, of the time I'm normally asleep, but it's always nice to come and replay the following day and just say, oh, what was Simone discussing? Keep that series going. But looking forward, now you're a monetized channel. You are no longer just going to be making content for the sake of it, but the channel is also going to have a business aspect to it. And business aspect in the sense that you have to make revenue while at it, because if the channel makes money, it can purchase some things for itself. It can help you start improving certain things on the channel, just to make sure that it's more sustainable and you're enjoying the content creation journey. So what should we hope for as we look at the Simone TV? Because you kinda like put yourself in a box with your channel name. It's a TV, so we kinda expect some shows. Simone TV.
Go, okay, you just had to bring that in. You know what? Having a little think about it, and this is not concrete, and this is not like just alone what I'll do. The number one thing that I want to do, I want to bring more of my faith content into my channel, because I want people to understand what I stand for. And I do believe that it will directly and indirectly help people. Like some people are not particularly Christians, but I've done things and said things that they said that, you know what, bless you, this helps me, you know? So I want to bring more of that. I also want to bring I also want to bring some kind of merchandise into my channel that is faith themed. So look out for that. And I also, with the interviews, I'll never stop. And my intention when I started the interview was to help with watch hours. And based upon my experience, even though it's not long on here, guys, I am going to put myself in a situation where I can help those who are just starting, where however way I can help. You know how Goga, you just sat and you came up with the initiative that, you know what, I can give back to this community. I can give a little boost to people who are newly monetized. That is amazing. That is an impact that might look small in somebody else's eye, but for me, I see that as massive stuff. I see that on a like a presidential scale. Like, you know, it's not even, no pun intended, guys, honestly. But it's good. It's good. That's how you help, because it shows that if you actually had more or could do more, you know, you do more. But that is what you can do. So if I only can maybe come live together with you. So because I'm a talker and I can talk for 4 hours, I'll do the talking for you, and you can get the watch hours. I'll do it for you. And if I can watch your playlist for you, I can do it for you. And if I know that Goga can help you and I can introduce you to Goga, I'll introduce you to Goga. You know, so I want my channel to give back to other people, not just this community, but YouTube, people coming in, new people, and people might look at me and say, "Simone, what are you talking about? Like, have you got? You need help yourself." But it doesn't matter. Yes, I do. I need help myself, but I'm helping myself. I'm helping others, and along the way, I might find somebody who can help all of us. You know. So I want to help. I really want to help, and I really want to bring my faith content to the forefront, not suffocating anyone with it, or not trying to get you to believe what I believe, but get you to know the truth. So I want to bring it in that sense. And I'm definitely bringing some merch on here. Do you see my t-shirt? I'll be representing fake content, fake stuff like, guys, I think about people. So you know, when you're like, you know, I don't know what to give, I'll tell you what to give. I'll tell you gifts to give your husband. I'll tell you gifts to give your friends. You know, I'll inspire with little gift box like that will touch to the soul, you know, those kind of things. But it's just a thought, and more things might be added or dropped off, but you know, it's somewhere to start.
I love that, and it's, you know, it's really beautiful, and it's really never, for me. I always like I always trace my you know, my mantra to that statement, that you never really lose anything by helping. And I think Professor Green has said it very nicely. You are blessed. You are blessed, and that is why you know, you are not even thinking of yourself, because you're already blessed. There's and you know, people always think I'm joking when I say, may your pot brim in abundance. And for me, I love that statement, because it's actually thinking in the same scripture that you said, you know, the book of Psalms, like, you know, my cup runneth over.
Yes, it's the same
It is,
song.
it is literally there, my cup runneth over. It does not mean that you give so much that you lose. It means there is so much overflow in you that people need to tap into the abundance. For me, I love that. That's how I look at abundance. Like, I'm already overflowing. I am blessed. Tap into
Amen.
the tap into my blessings, because that's why you're interacting with me. Tap into the overflow. I learned that, I think, and for me, it has always been it's been a game changer since I started looking at blessings like that. That you are not like giving so much that you lack. You are just blessed. You have so much. Let people tap into the abundance. The cup is overflowing. So tap into that abundance. So I think you said it very well, Simone. And I don't want to dilute the elegance of those beautiful words that you just said. To the people who are watching you right now and they are wondering, Simone has been here for over 3 hours, and she's been so inspirational. She's been so nice. Oh my God, she said a lot of things. She's given us receipts for days. What is that one thing, that one message that you hope everybody who has been through these live streams today, both on your channel and my channel, what do you hope that they walk away with after watching your content? Even if it is just one thing, that one thing you don't want them to forget, that becomes your message.
That one thing is that one question that your mentor asked. Go back to that, guys. Never give up. Don't entertain the thought of giving up. This is not just for YouTube. This is for your marriage, your children, your finances, your home, your car, your job. Don't ever give up. Don't entertain giving up. Don't entertain losing. Don't entertain the thought of you not making it. Don't entertain the thought of you being denied. The thought will come, but don't entertain it, and celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the little. Celebrate the minor. Whatever it is, celebrate that one thing. Anything. If it's just the air that you're breathing, celebrate it. I'm alive. I'm a part of the land of the living, and everything else will come after. And God bless you all. And I love you all so much. All of you, those who I haven't even met before, just know that I love you.
I love that. I love it. Guys, that is it. And everybody's saying amen and amen. That is the Sunday service in a nutshell. A lot of inspiration. We got a very powerful comment here by Good Vibes K, says, excellent live Goga and Simone. Very educational, inspiring, and informative. Simone,
Yay!
what do you feel like now that you are so anxious about the Sunday service? How do you feel like now? You just didn't know 3 hours just flew by like that, and
I can't believe, Goga. I can't believe that I was here. I can't believe that I answered the questions that you. One fear that I had was I was gonna divert into a desert of sand with the question. I was joking with Botumela last night on my live stream that we were practicing for today, and I
but
kept interrupting her.
Boiti has been to the Sunday service. She should have told you, like, don't worry, it will be a breeze.
She did, but something inside of me just thought that it's just a big deal. Goga, it's a good thing that you're doing here, and it is a big deal to be here. And it's not a big deal because I'm important or I'm sort of any guest of honor, but for your story to be told, for people to know the true you that is behind the photo and behind the name. And hi, Simone, darling, in the chat, or hi, Simone, my love, in the chat. Like, the fact that I can come on here and you can know that I'm a real person with a real life, with real struggles, and I'm just navigating through just like every one of us.
I love that. Thank you so much. Great compliment on that.
Put the light back on.
I like that. Don't worry, it's not even dark. As much as I like how that was very I like that is content right there. It's like, okay, let me turn off the lights. Mom is done with the Sunday service. Like,
she's like, lights out.
Lights out. Yeah, we're done. The Sunday service is over. She's funny. That was so funny. It's like, Mom, you're kind of done. Thank you. Sunday service over. Bye. Lights out. Okay, a few compliments here, Simone. Nina and Lo says, thank you so much for sharing your story. And then Boitumelo is telling you you are important, Simone. You are important. You are
Thank
important.
you.
And then
Guys,
Red
Goga,
says, yeah.
I don't want to cut you, but thank you so much for bringing Boy to Mellow on this. She's turning off the light. She wants me to come.
I'm loving your Moyana. You're making my because that is so funny. Like
Put it
lights
back
out.
on.
Mom, you need to wrap up this.
Definitely. She's even pulling my hand at one point. Goga, I don't want to interrupt you, but thank
Yeah.
you so much for also highlighting Boy to Mellow. And because, my story resonates so much with her and my daughter. And, lots of time people don't see our channels for what it is. But, thank you so much, sis. I'm sorry, Goga, I had to shout her
No,
out. She
no
has been
worries.
so good, so, so good to me. God bless her.
And
I'm done.
did you meet Boitumelo at the Sunday service
I
when she?
did. That's the reason why I interjected. This is where I met her. And even when you were interviewing her, I was listening. I was interested in her. But what made me so interested in her was her daughter. It was
Wow.
when her daughter kept popping in and out of the Sunday service. I'm like, what? I have to go to this channel. I love these people. I was there the next day and I never left.
I love that. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. I love that. All right. Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the gift of just also you just creating the time to come and share with us your story, because I always tell people the Sundays, it's not a guarantee that people will come, because it's an opportunity, yes, and but some people always, it's not like everybody is like always very excited about it. But even just having the grace of just saying, okay, Goga, I'm going to be there. I will show up. I will show up. I will show up, and I will represent. And you did show up. You represented. You have the receipts. You joined. Let me quote that email you got from YouTube. You now join the exclusive club of Sunday service co-hosts. Sunday service co-hosts. They're only like 100, and let me see. You're like number what? You're like number. I know from your thumbnail. You're number 120. You're the 121st guest at the Sunday service. So well done, well done, well done, well done, well done. Nino and Lo, thank you so much, Nino and Lo. I saw that. Nino and Lo are going to be live in about 20 minutes, guys. Nino and Lo are going to be live in about 20 minutes. So let's go give them support. Service Out Kitchen, thank you so much for the hearts. Mashiano and everybody, I see your messages. Saniki, your friend, says, Simone is a real one from a long time. Yeah, your people are calling you. Your people are calling you and stuff like that.
Guys, she knows me since I was a kid, so take it from her. I grew up in
So
her
she has your
house.
receipts. So Saniki, you can tell us about her receipts when she was in high school doing things, yeah, climbing on tables and dancing. I will look for you on the side. Saniki has never been to the Sunday service, so maybe it is time to bring her on. Professor Green is saying, very inspiring. I am just hooked, Simone. I am just hooked, Simone. Thank you so much for that confirmation. Redu wants me to read the flight receipts. I'm going to read the receipts, don't worry. Marciano says, we keep pushing. Giving up is not an option. Victory is certain. Victory is certain. And then Nino and Lo are saying, thank you so much for sharing your story, Simone. And I think I read for you the other ones. So guys, if you have not yet, you better go and write all these nice things on Simone's live stream. You are stressing me, and I'm the president. Go and write all these compliments on the chat. I know Simone is going to replay the chats. She cannot help it. She's going to replay the chats. So go and type whatever it is that you want Simone to read when she's replaying on her chat. It will confirm that you have subscribed to her channel, and you end up leaving her receipts. Leaving her receipts. So make sure you go do that on her chat. Nadine, you have been, but Dean went. Nadine is here. So these are the receipts, and Simone has to be part of this because she's the one who raided you people there. So these are the receipts, but that I'm being told happened after Simone sent people on a raid last night. So Red Room says, Goga, the flight landed as planned. I've never seen Red write a long paragraph like this. This is serious. The flight landed as planned all the way from the United Kingdom. We landed safely. The pilot was on top of her game. Guys, I'm just adding my own things to embellish. But since Simone's live stream was filled with trolls, we kept hiding. Some stowaways were on the flight. When we landed, I think they hid me and Boitumelo in Nadine's chat. So Nadine, you need to go and release your prisoners. Go and check your YouTube prison to confirm that Red Room and Boitumelo are not hidden users, because it appears that the people, some of the people who are flown on the flight decided to do the do, as the Jamaicans will say. So just confirm that your prison is empty. And then Red Room was adding something there. Moral of the story is, in case you get trolls, make your chat subscriber only, so that only the people who are participating on the chat can be able to jump over in case you're sending people on a raid. So I think that is what Redzoom was trying to summarize. So Nadine, make sure your prison is empty. You can go and check that lesson I taught about prisons. Always release your prisoners. So Boitumelo and Redzoom are currently your prisoners on your channel. So you need to make sure that they have been released from the prison. Classic says, yes, I was there on that flight. So so you had all the receipts. So Simone, Simone, you have been vindicated. It was not your problem. It is what happened after people landed in Jamaica. You've been vindicated. She's a seasoned pilot, so she's like, Goga, I have no idea what you're talking about. I flew my flight. Whatever happened on the destination is not my business. Simone, I'm going to put you on solo level so that you can say bye to everybody, and then we can end your live stream. She's going to read you back here so that you can come. I read for you the affirmation. We discuss a few internal issues over what is happening on the 15th of July, which is in the next one day, and then I can release you guys on a raid. So Simone has already set up the raid, so she's going to raid you back to my channel automatically. As soon as she signs out, I'm going to end her live stream, and then she will throw you guys back here so that you can come for receipts. And then you can come for announcements after church, and then we can there's a receipts. Oh my goodness, I'm a mess. Simone, over to you.
Thank you so much, guys. Let me take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who came here and supported this Sunday service today. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who donated. Is it donated? I don't know. Who gave the super chats, and Goga is back there laughing. And the members, thank you so much. Everyone who contributed to the monetization. I haven't got the right phrases for them, guys. But thank you so much. I see all of you. God bless you. May your store basket never be empty. For all the people who left the nice comments for me, guys, you know me. I'm all for the nice comments. I appreciate them so much. For the likes, for those who watched the Sunday service, who watched my ads, for those who sat and listened, and for all the encouraging words for each and every one of you guys. I appreciate you so much. I don't take it for granted. And if you weren't able to contribute monetary wise, your contribution being here and watching and commenting and engaging and watching the ads is just as valuable to me. I thank Goga so much for having me. Thank you guys for coming, even those who are on Goga's side, for sitting and listening to my story. Thank you so much, guys. Be kind, be nice, show love, and never ever give up. Let's all keep going. I love you all so much. Thank you. Have a good evening and a good afternoon, and God bless you all.
When your new identity arrives, don't negotiate with the old one. Don't ask it for permission. Wear the new skin. Speak with the new tongue. Move with the new rhythm. Life doesn't warn you when it's promoting you. It just hands you a mirror and dares you to recognize yourself. Most people cling to who they were because it feels polite. Darling, evolution is not polite. It is unapologetic. It is efficient. Step into the next realm of your existence like you belong there, because darling, you do belong there. And when you get there, don't whisper. Whispering is for doubt. Live loud, live full. Guys, this is the Sunday service. I was joined by my sister Simone TV as the co-host. May you have an amazing week where you live full, not whispering. Live loud, live full.